And we're live. Welcome everybody. How's it going? TJ, Tom, you guys live down there?
How's it going, Tom? Tommy?
Good to see you guys, man. Welcome. It's a special
Are we live right now?
I think we're live.
So. Look at all the party streamers. We got something going on here. Welcome everybody.
That fire intro, like after the 35 went down.
I know everybody gets all hyped for that intro, and then they're like, "Boom, F35 live, let's go!" Yeah, I just want to click that button again.
Take the controls away from him. Take the controls from him.
Get it out there. Welcome everybody to another F35 Live. This is our weekly live stream where we get to chill, talk about different projects, showcase off certain specific ones, bring guests on. So we're excited tonight to have another very special guest and actually guests tonight. And actually the first animal hosted onto the show as well. So we got a fun project to kind of kick off the hour. This is our golden week. Our episode 35 is dropping this Friday, 6/24 at 9 a.m. Eastern. So we're kind of celebrating with the theme. So if you see the gold going on behind us, we're going to have fun. We're 35 episodes in, technically episode 36 for the OGs out there. So it's going to be a fun one tonight. And we got some very special guests from an awesome project called Raccoon Syndicate. Or you also may know them over from Cardano Ecosystem News, aka Timmy the Cat. And for the first time tonight, we get to showcase off the 3D artist behind that project as well, Kiama. So guys, should we bring them in, or do we want to play another video like last week with Block where there was no audio and we just kind of sat there awkwardly for about 1 minute?
I don't think they want to see another broken video.
All right. Well,
I don't know. It was really great. I was working on my lip reading skills. It was a lot of fun.
He comes in, he's like, I hope you guys, I'm saying some awesome stuff there. So shout out to everybody over inside the chat, everybody filtering in right now. Shiny, Zach, Scrubs Gamers, Crawford, Wurs, Garfield, as always, Yuri, and Grimmy, not Grimy, as we go. We appreciate everybody getting in. We'd like to bring in our first guest into the stream. He's also goes by Cardano Ecosystem News, or aka Timmy the Cat. Guys, let's welcome in, Timmy the Cat. That's fun intro. Timmy.
We should have some barking noise just to throw him off.
Are we doing this one in English or in cat today?
I think we're going to go English, but I want to hear the cat translation, right? What's going on, Timmy? How you doing, man?
I'm doing really, really good. I'm actually on the back end of a long weekend here. Nice 3-day weekend. So I'm doing pretty good. I hope you guys had a great weekend and a great Father's Day yesterday. And a big congrats on Golden Week, episode 35. Big shout out to you guys. That's awesome.
Appreciate that.
I'm with you on that. Honestly, I don't know if you guys were a little surprised by that. I knew yesterday was a holiday, but today I forgot that some offices still observe that. So just in my business was a little slow today. It was kind of nice where I was able to have a little bit of a day off as well. And
I think some of it is for Father's Day, but then we also got Juneteenth, right? So today
exactly. That was yesterday.
Yeah, and a lot of companies,
especially a federal holiday. Yeah, they took off.
So cool.
Congrats to you guys. I did not have off today, so I got to work. But it was fun, you know?
I still worked, but it was just, it was one of those things in my business where it was a little bit slower because of that, because there were offices that were off, and I had actually forgotten about that. That offices observed that on the Monday at least.
Yeah. Well, it was fun. We can celebrate, like I said, this week. Timmy, thank you for being on. But we also have an awesome project that you guys are launching called Raccoon Syndicate. And you have some amazing artwork, and we'd love to hear from the person who's actually created that as well. So let's welcome on Kiana, the 3D artist and co-founder of Raccoon Syndicate. Kiama,
hey guys,
on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, hey,
I'm good. Yeah, good. Yeah, it's I'm on the opposite time zone to you. I think it's 11 in the morning for me, so I haven't even
in the upside down, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing to see it's daytime out there. For us, it's pitch black, so it's always fun. It's so weird. We have a lot of listeners over in Australia, so you got a lot of people. I think Shiny, especially over there, he's one of our guys. And so
representing.
Yeah. Well, welcome onto the stream. Kiama, is this the first time getting on camera for the project?
It is actually, yes.
Awesome.
It is first time.
A lot of firsts on this show. That's so
we
much
always
fun.
have. Yeah, we
so
always get somebody to do that. So that's awesome. Welcome onto the stream, and
I think this episode is also the first time I'm technically doxxed. I see someone in the chat, Hamza Solomon, is doxing my real identity there. It is true. I am Blue Magic, the Boss Cat founder. At least, Blue Cat. He figured it out. So that's
You've been exposed.
I'm exposed. Yes. Will the real Blue Magic please stand up? I think we're all eager to meet him. So if he does exist, he should make himself known. Otherwise, I'll take his title.
Timmy, you've had the most amazing
Timmy the
plot
Boom Boom.
ploy.
I like that.
Yeah. That's amazing right here. Well,
You
shout
got
out
it,
to
Hamza.
there you go. Shout out to everybody over here coming in from Timmy's stream as well. If this is the first time seeing us, we are Freedom 35ers, Tom, TJ, and the other Tom. That's what that TOT stands for. If you're wondering what that means.
The other Tom.
I thought it was Tater Tot.
Yeah, it could be whatever. We sometimes
It's
like to have
both.
fun with the names. So, Timmy, I know tonight we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about Raccoon Syndicate. We're going to learn a little bit more about the project, what you guys are building, this hold to earn. I guess I don't know, it's the staking mechanism, not the staking mechanism, but the actual like overall theme of how this project. It's not play to earn, right? That's it. You guys
Yeah.
do
Hold
term,
turn.
like coin
Hold
this.
to
Yeah.
earn.
Yep.
That's amazing. I love that. And your artwork is and there's a fun backstory to that with Kiama here that I'd like to get into and kind of share. So on top of that, we have 5 whitelist spots for the project that we'll be doing live and stream. So if we can actually test out the Nightbot, we'll see how that works. We'll try one of those here soon just to see if that's working, because otherwise we may go a different method. But if we're sticking around, I think we'd stay, like you said, anywhere from 30 minutes to about an hour. We'll be sitting down with you guys. And then from there, we'll be trying to transition into the rest of the F35 live with us, where we'll start deep diving into some projects that we have listed in the description, as well as take some viewer questions and just kind of chill, hang out. It's a fun stream tonight, no pressure. And we're excited to get to talk to you guys. So the kind of kick things off the way we always do this over here, for you guys to get in. I know Timmy, especially, you have your own YouTube channel, Cardano Ecosystem News. So you know this as well as I do. What is your kind of story that got you into Cardano and CNFTs, and like the entry point for you that led you kind of to get to where you're at? And then Kiama will kind of lead with that same question to you.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Tommy. So my story is a pretty short one. I got into crypto and Cardano at the same time. Cardano is my first crypto. I'm Cardano native. And I joined in December 2020. So about a year and a half ago, 1 year and 7 months. And what happened was, like, I was actually in South Korea from 2010 to 2020. And while I was there, I was just busy kind of traveling in Indonesia and other parts of the world around Korea. And I just wasn't in the crypto scene. It was also really hard for foreigners to buy crypto in that country. And then when I got back to Canada, I was like, okay, now it's time to like get set up. And so that was in the fall of 2020. I came back, when the coronavirus was kind of hitting its peak there. It was time to come back home, and it was time to get into crypto. So I started with Cardano, and then was just kind of, picking up the base currency for a while. And then I started my channel November of 2021, about 8 months ago, just as a way to kind of explore content creation. I'm not artistic or creative at all. I'm an engineer. And so it was just a way to kind of push myself, and started a Stakepool a few months after that in February. And now we're here with the Raccoon Syndicate. So yeah, one thing you might have noticed, Tommy, I think we talked about it, is my channel first started out as a 2D cat. And if you go back to my early episodes, there's like a 2D animated cat. But that just wasn't allowing me to do what I wanted. It requires a lot of like post editing, and I couldn't do live streams as a 2D cat. And so I really wanted to get into 3D and explore motion capture and get ready for the metaverse. So I was eager to get a 3D version of Timmy. And so I went out onto the interwebs and started looking for the best artist I could find. I went and that's how I met Kiama. So I reached out to her, and fortunately she replied to me. Maybe I'll pause there and we can kind of pivot off to Kiama. That's how we met, and that's my story so far.
Yeah. So we ended up working together to create Timmy the Cat, and then we worked really well together because he's very easy to work with. He gives great feedback, and the things were just easy. And so after we finished that project, I think we were both keen to do something else together, a collaboration of some kind. And then he kind of floated the idea of creating a collection together, and it was perfect for both of us at the right time. And we both have really different skill sets. And so we were able to kind of utilize both those skill sets to create something and create a collection that we could both be proud of. And yeah, I think we both know our strength, but we both are able to give feedback on either, and which has been really, really helpful, because I know Timmy said he's not creative, but he actually has a really, really good eye for detail. So he does. There's a lot of things that are, especially early on, that I missed, that Timmy was like, oh, hold up, you know. And so that's been very helpful on the way to have somebody who's equally invested in the art, but also really knows his stuff in terms of the Cardano space and what people are looking for. And so it's just been a collaboration that's just been very easy for both of us, I think.
Awesome.
I mean, that's just impressive, though. There's this timeline, especially too for you, Timmy. You came in as content creation, you started a Stakepool, and now you have a project. I mean, that's just impressive in that short amount of time, all the things that you've accomplished in that time frame.
Yeah, I learned a lot about you just in that little brief.
Yeah, thanks, DJ. I think for me, it's just exploring Cardano and just kind of learning what it can do. Really excited for the Vassal hard fork, which looks like it'll be coming out at the end of July now. But that'll let us do a bunch of new cool stuff. One of the things we want to do with Raccoon Syndicate is really push the edge of Plutus for gaming. So if you've ever played like Wolf.game on Ethereum, it's a whole game that's powered by a smart contract. It uses like random number generation to pick random events that determine the outcome of the game. And we're going to try and be the first ones to build that on Cardano using Plutus. And so that's just going to be one of the next things, I learn, and it's just kind of exploring the blockchain. Now, Kiama, I don't know if we touched on it. I think Cardano might be like your first, like the first crypto you're really getting into, maybe a little bit on Ethereum. But my sense is Cardano is also one of your first big ones as well, right?
Yes, crypto version. Didn't even really know about crypto really until Timmy started just educating me a little bit on it way before we even started. And he's so passionate about it, it made me passionate about it. And it kind of just went from there. And yeah, he's a very big believer in Cardano and growing that for the people, and I've learned a lot along the way from him. But yeah,
you understand
that's
that.
amazing.
Sure.
Yeah. I was going to say that was my question. That was going to be my question. Is like, how much did you even know what CNFTs existed before Timmy reached out to you? Was that completely caught you off guard? Yeah.
I still have never owned NFT.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a raccoon, obviously.
Well,
yes.
Oh yeah. Actually, I didn't tell you, Kiama. I can let you know now. Well, actually, maybe I'll do it off stream. I have an NFT for you, a very special one. Actually, a couple. So we got to get you set up with the wallet before we mint.
Yeah. Well, that's really, who better than to have somebody like Timmy to go ahead and guide you along
100%. Yes.
So you're in good hands over there. So that's amazing to see. So guys, okay, so that's interesting. Timmy, like you said, you started the channel, you've been in crypto for a few years, you met up with Kiama for the 3D Timmy that we see currently. This led you guys to go ahead and create this project, Raccoon Syndicate. If I either can pull a screen share here, or if you guys want to kind of walk through, I wanted to go through some of the artwork, just kind of showcase the project, and then learn a little bit about what it is that you guys are doing here. The details, just the overall mechanics, and explain a little bit more about this hold to earn that you guys are announcing.
Let's do it.
So let me pull this on my side without breaking my computer here, because this is usually what happens. Can you guys, perfect. Let's see that. Oh, I like this view better. Perfect. All right. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it looks great.
Awesome. Great. Perfect. Yeah. So this artwork to me that stands out very, very well done. And then Kiama, this was all created by you, right?
Yes, yeah. I mean, we created it together, but in terms of the 3D side, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Let's be clear. It's all Kiama. It's all Kiama. Even the logo was Kiama. So she doesn't only do 3D art; she does 2D as well. She created that logo and everything you see here. It's a big shout out to her.
Really good.
It looked very, very clean. And for some reason, the raccoons, like we haven't really. I don't know if we've seen that in the space yet. We've seen every animal under the sun, but the raccoons, I don't think we've seen, and they seem to fit really well as far as like that, just that in the 3D modeling too. They look very, very, like the colors pop, and then I love the outfits and stuff, and that's what I wanted to look very distinguished. Some of these guys over here, so I wanted to kind of scroll.
The quality of the smoke stands out to me. Like that's just so impressive. It looks so real, honestly.
Well, it's Kiama too.
We talked
for
about
you.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Oh no, I was going to say just real quick. What is so the timeline for how long have you been doing models like this?
3D in general, I've been doing it for about 10 years. I was in production for a long time as a producer for some gaming productions, but also some film and cinematics. And then after that, I moved back onto the tools, and I've been doing that ever since. And I don't see myself ever going back to production because it's way too fun to be working with the art and creating 3D. And even if I wasn't doing it as a job, I'd be doing it in my spare time anyway. So it's just a passion.
Well, it looks like you said, it looks very professional.
For these raccoons, we went through several sculpt passes, which is just kind of a rough sculpting the way you might do with clay or something like that. And then we went through several of those to get the right shape and silhouette. And then we focused on the model itself and kind of refined the shapes. And I remember actually one night we were going back and forth trying to really we were just trying to get whether we do the point on the cheeks and everything like that. But we got to a place where we were both happy with it, and we were both happy to have a little bit of mischief and a bit of expression with cheekiness and kind of a little bit of danger in there. And I think that we got pretty close to that with the expression, so we were both pretty happy.
Yeah,
I think Kiama touched on a few important things there with like the cheekiness, and raccoons are such like a cheeky kind of animal to work with, and we've been surprised actually. The GIF game with raccoons is next level. You can pick there's so many awesome GIFs. Raccoons are friendly towards humans, and what's amazing is raccoons are in our cities, right? They're in our backyards, and so there's tons of video footage and GIFs for raccoons versus something like a different animal like that might be in the wild, right? Like a lion or a muskrat or something. So I've been really pleasantly surprised about all the GIFs and images we have of raccoons with people.
Yeah,
oddly, we don't have them here in Australia. I've never actually seen one in real life.
Really?
We don't have them. I mean, I wish we did.
You guys got all kind of other crazy things.
Yeah, you got. I mean, you also have like spiders that eat your face off.
Everything
so
here, but
we got kangaroos. That's sweet.
Yes, they will also kill you.
Yeah.
So to kind of get through the syndicate, so the raccoon, let's talk about that. You guys, so the big thing here, it says 6 syndicates at war. Can you kind of go through what this is? And there's the farmers versus the hunters. And Timmy or Kiama, which one? Can you guys explain this a little bit, what the backstory is for these, and what we're getting into with this project?
Yeah, for sure. So the hold to earn part, we'll talk about in a minute, but in order to power the hold to earn game, we knew we needed to have several different teams, much like Wolf Dog Game would have sheep and wolves. And so we wanted to have different teams, and we kind of looked at Ape Society. And if you're familiar with the families of Ape Society and the different classes that they have, people have allegiance now to their families. And so it's a way to create tribalism, but tribalism in a good way. The way that you would support one of your favorite sports teams, or the way you would support the Venducci family of Ape Society. We wanted people within our collection to have this kind of allegiance to a subcategory, a subset of our collection. And so right from the start, we knew we were going to have a few different groups within the collection. We ended up at 6. And the idea is we have 3 different tiers of syndicates. So the tier 3 is our base tier, and that's what the farmers and the hunters are. So the farmers and the hunters are the first 2 syndicates that we've released. And then there's going to be 2 more that we release in a few weeks. And those are going to be our tier 2 syndicates. And then from there, the last 2 are going to be released a little bit later. Those are the tier 1 syndicates. Now, the syndicates are mostly the same, but the tier 2 are going to have a little bit of a points boost compared to the tier 3 syndicates, and the tier 1 will have a little bit of a points boost over the tier 2. So as we release, we're actually splitting up our mint into 3 phases, and the further phases will have a little bit more powerful NFTs in them, and a little bit more rare as well.
Awesome.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Like you said, so not everything is releasing at once, right? From what I understand.
That's right.
If you hold 3 raccoons, say in tier 3, you can get immediately whitelisted for the next tier up, so that you're not going to miss out. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
I see some.
Our plan is to do 5,000 in August, and so that'll be 2,500 farmers and 2,500 hunters, and then we're going to do 3,000 in September and 2,000 in October. So there'll only be 3,000 of the tier 2 raccoons and only 2,000 of the top tier 1 raccoons.
Gotcha. Okay. So does it pay to be in early, or again with this hold to earn mechanic? Can we kind of explain a little bit about that?
Yes. So the hold to earn mechanic is going to be for a little bit later when the game starts. And what we're planning to do here is we're going to have like these 2-month seasons, or we're calling them like battle rounds. And so they'll last for 2 months. Really, they'll last for 50 days, 10 epochs. And the idea here is throughout those 2 months, we're going to be doing a snapshot every 5 days and looking at what is in the wallet of every raccoon. And depending on what is in the wallet of that raccoon will earn points every 5 days. And at the end of the 10 epochs, at the end of 50 days, there's going to be a global leaderboard. And so your raccoon will be somewhere between 1 and 10,000 on that global leaderboard. And depending on where you are in that leaderboard, will determine the quality of an NFT that we give you. So all 10,000 raccoons will be given a free NFT at the end of every 2 months. So we're going to be giving everybody a free NFT. Now, some of the NFTs are going to be more common and less powerful. But if you're in the top 100 or even in the top 1,000 of the leaderboard, you'll be getting a much more rare and powerful NFT. And now those NFTs are things like jewelry, for example, that you can attach to your raccoon. And so you might get an NFT of a diamond necklace. And if you put that on your raccoon, that raccoon will earn more points in the next 2 months season, which will help you get higher in the leaderboard. And so you're motivated to upgrade your raccoons with these NFTs. If not, if you want to sell it, then you'll be able to sell it on marketplaces like JPEG Store and so on.
Gotcha. So is there so you'll be, when you get these airdropped NFTs, I know that's always something interesting. Are you guys going to have like a web app or anything like that to actually equip any of this stuff onto the raccoon? Or will this be something that you'll be able to just equip with? How will that work, I guess?
Yep, we'll definitely have a web app for you to equip it. And so if it's like a jewelry piece, what you're going to do is you're going to send us your original raccoon and the gold chain. And then we're going to re-render a new 3D raccoon for you and actually show that golden necklace or diamond ring on your raccoon. And we're going to give you a new NFT with that asset. And so we'll probably do like a drip drops mechanism where we'll ask you to send us 4 ADA and then you'll get 2 ADA back. So overall, it'll cost about 2.5 ADA to do this upgrade. And then you'll have the upgraded raccoon.
When you upgrade the raccoon, what is the original raccoon, or is it going to be burned? You can't access. Okay.
That's right. It's burned. That way we'll always have 10,000 supply of raccoons. And those upgrade NFTs will be giving 10,000 away every 2 months, but they'll also be burned because they're going to get applied to your raccoon. And some of the NFTs we give are attachable, like a diamond ring or a necklace. Some of the NFTs, like the bottom tier NFTs, will be consumable. So it might be like a magic potion or like a piece of bread. And you can use that NFT to give your raccoon 20% more points for the next 10 days. And so that's an NFT that won't get attached to your raccoon or re-rendered. You'll just be able to apply it as a temporary power up to give you more points during the next season.
That's really cool.
I like that. It's unique. It's something different inside the space. And because you always hear play to earn, right? And I think a lot of the thing with that is that a lot of people, especially as you get older, I know for us, when we get busy, I don't have time to sometimes jump into these games and actually actively engage with them the way that they're meant to be played. So seeing something where all you need to do is be able to hold and be able to interact that way and earn, and
get rewarded. That's great.
Yeah, that's amazing. Was that part of the reason of the concept with you guys on how you thought of this?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think Kiama and I were both like really, really busy. I don't have time right in my life right now to like log in and water plants or like harvest, carrot crops. I used to love those games, but now I just want something that's more passive.
Right.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I'm the same. I mean, to be rewarded for a good sit is perfect for me.
Sign me
perfect.
up.
Yes.
For sure. What's the old crypto saying? Just hodl, dude. Just hodl. Hodl. So we had a couple questions and stuff at the chat, everybody coming back through. I think it was Hamza over there earlier who was asking about the battling and like the war. I don't know if that's something that we talked about, anything like that. Do you guys, how would the battle/war work?
Yeah, it's a good point. So I mentioned how there's going to be this global leaderboard of like 10,000 based on how many points are in your raccoon. But there's also these 3 tiers, right? And so the farmers and the hunters will have their own tier 3 leaderboard. And if you end up at the top of like the farmers and hunters leaderboard in terms of points, you're still going to get an amazing NFT, because it might be hard for farmers to compete with some of our tier 1 raccoons. And so we're going to have a leaderboard for each tier as well, a sub leaderboard. And so if the farmers end up getting more points than the hunters overall, there'll be a little bit of a bonus points for all of that syndicate next round. But also if you get higher in the farmers and hunters leaderboard itself as an individual, you'll get a better NFT.
Okay. That's interesting to know. I like that. That's
yeah.
Again, that's it.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was going to say, if you scroll up a little bit, there's one other thing around the utility I'll talk about before we get into the art. And this is what we're calling the raccoon heartbeat. And this is really leaning into social media and content creation and some of the stuff that I love to do. And the idea here is every 10 days, I'm going to go on to social media, like maybe my YouTube channel, maybe this YouTube channel, if you'll have me, other YouTube channels.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to use the Plutus smart contract to pick a random number, like from 1 to 100. And we can do that live. And it'll spit back a number, like maybe the number 77 or maybe the number 35. And let's say the number 35 is something like, if you hold a lazy llama in the same wallet as the raccoon, that raccoon will get 20% more points for the next 15 days. And so the idea is, if you hold some of our partner, kind of our friends of raccoon collections, you'll get more points earning for your raccoon. And this is a way, just to me, to encourage the raccoon holders to hold projects of my friends. I have a lot of friends in this space, and so I like to find a way to do that.
That's awesome, actually. I like that. I don't think we've ever heard that before.
No, not at all.
Owning other
I think that's
collections.
a little bit different. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The closest I would say is maybe like, I know like Ape Society, you can get like, you can still stake other projects within their frames, like how they have their staking set up. But I like that where it's directly tied to just like, no, if you have this, we'll see direct benefits to it. Because some of those projects too, like you said, I'm sure, you know, you've been around for a little bit now. Some of those projects have too. It's hard to see sometimes some return. I mean, at least in a shorter period of time for some projects as they develop new things. So this just kind of helps them out, giving them that little bump of utility too.
Yeah, and maybe it'll help get a little bit more sales on the marketplace for those projects. And maybe they'll drop a note in their Discord about the raccoon collaboration, and maybe that'll help us, right? And so hopefully everyone can get a little bit of help out of this model.
Yeah, you take advantage of the resources that you have at hand, right? So yeah, your side of that, the Timmy, you know, the Cardano ecosystem news brought in, like you said, with Kiana, and, you know, guys going hand in hand. You guys have a real cool opportunity here. That's definitely unique inside this space.
Yep. There's some questions in the chat around points. Now, these points are just like synthetic, like leaderboard points. This isn't a coin or a token or anything like that. We might do something like that, but we need to look into, you know, there's a lot of considerations ahead of releasing a token. And so these points are just leaderboard points, just numbers.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if you have it in multiple wallets, or does it do you need to move anything around, or how does that track?
Now, this is really cool. I thought very hard about this. Like, do we assign the points to the wallet or to the raccoon? And I've decided that the points should be assigned to the raccoon. And what this means is, during the 2 months, if you end up getting a raccoon through the random battle events and stuff close to the top of the leaderboard, the points are attached to that raccoon. So you could potentially list that raccoon on the marketplace if you wanted to, and sell it to someone. And you could list it for like a higher amount of ADA, because it's already near the top of the leaderboard for the season that's about to wrap up. So the points are attached and travel with the raccoon.
Well, would the points be visible like on CNFT tools or Jungle eventually, or is it through the Discord or the website?
It'll be through the website, yeah, because they'll be changing every 5 days. And so we're not going to put the points on chain.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll see this with a lot of games like Cornucopias, Dead Pixels. Like, a lot of the game mechanics are off-chain, and otherwise it would blow up the blockchain, and it would cost 2 ADA every time we update it. So the points are going to be off-chain. But then what I want to do is, at the end of a season, whenever you apply an upgrade, I'm going to have to update your NFT anyway for the visual upgrade. At that point, I want to write into the history of the NFT what your past few rankings were on the 2-month season. So we might be able to say season 1, this raccoon got ranked 300, and then season 2 it got ranked 50. And so I might do something like that on chain, but the points throughout the season will be off chain.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. An interesting way, like you said, it even ties back to like the hold earn, where again it's tied to your raccoon. So with no matter what you got going on with your wallet or forgetting to move it, do whatever with it, that it's always tied to that specific NFT.
It would also be a
Tommy,
different way too to look up which raccoon you want to get. You want with more points, of course. So you want to look for the one that's higher up, and if someone's selling it.
Yeah.
True.
So you're going to want to be like on our site, and on our site, we'll have a very easy way for you to type in the raccoon's number and see how many points it has. But what it means is if you're an active trader, or like you're willing to put in that effort to check how many points it has, there might be an arbitrage opportunity there, because it won't be on JPG Store where everyone can see it. So there might be some really cool opportunities there if you're looking at the points.
That's really amazing, actually. Okay, well, I like that a lot. We have come. I've never used the Nightbot over here, so we got a new bot in here for the chat, and we do have some. We have 5 giveaway spots inside the live stream tonight. I have that running right now, and I want to try that out. Timmy, I don't know if you can help out with. Have you guys run the giveaway bots before?
No.
These things.
Nope, you're on your own.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we do have 5. Let me see if I can do a test one real quick. If it works, it works. If not, we will run it over inside of. We'll do something here inside of a Discord or some sort of giveaway.
What did we do last time? TJ had him pick like a number one.
He had him pick a number.
We could maybe type the number in private chat or something. And
so if we have everybody type in, let's just try use the exclamation mark at first. But you type in the word raccoon, exclamation mark raccoon, and let's see what that loads into the chat here for me. Okay, well that's not working, so that may not work. I wish you guys could see these other guys. Yeah. It's pretty much where we're at. I'll have to mess with this, TJ. I don't know if you have the Nightbot thing either going on, but if not, we can pick a random user. That's always fun to do too inside the chat, and just pick. Oh, we got a lot of raccoons coming in right now.
They're coming in now.
We're coming in.
I'll also say, while they're doing that, I am running a giveaway on the Raccoon Syndicate Twitter, and that's for 20 whitelist spots, just celebrating, episode 35 and the golden week of Freedom 35ers. So check out the Raccoon Syndicate Twitter. Just retweet that tweet, and you have a chance to win one of 20 whitelist spots.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, there's multiple ways to go ahead and do this. So, I think I need to bring everybody in under users. So while I figure that out, guys, you guys have all had that in there, and I'll be playing around with this here for a second. But in the meantime, we can keep moving forward with that. We'll get to everybody inside of here. Everybody's like, why are we saying raccoon right now? We do have 5 giveaway spots.
Why are we saying raccoon?
Yep. Everybody just wants to talk raccoons right now. Either way, I'm going to play around with that while everybody starts going forward. And then Timmy, I want to if you guys want to pull a screen share on your guys' side while I control that, I can always give you access to do that to kind of walk us through some of this other stuff inside the website, a little bit more information.
Actually, Kiama, if you're ready, I know that Kiama has prepared a really cool video showing some of the behind the scenes process. Is it a good time to jump into that now, Kiama?
Yeah, that's no worries. Let me just pull it up.
Okay, she'll do that, and then when she's done, we can maybe go back to the website and show the finished product, because she's going to show some of the early kind of behind-the-scenes work in progress stuff.
I love that. I love exclusive and sneak peeks. Those are always fun.
Yeah, it's never been shown before, so this will be cool.
Let me just pop this here.
Oh, Yuri! Exclamation mark Timmy. That's got to be worth something.
Right?
We could probably just do a random number like 1 through 40 or something. Someone will type it in.
I saw an exclamation mark.
And I'll roll it on my side, yeah.
Yeah, just make it a little easier.
Exclamation mark kangaroo.
I saw you put exclamation mark wallaby.
There's got to be a way to work this in there. We probably should have tested this out beforehand, probably.
You would think that you would be smart to do, but that's
it's like when you go live, you always know
the wrong show if you're looking for that.
I sometimes use Google random number generator, and then
that's a good one too, actually.
And then we just pick someone.
We can screen share that, easy peasy. Good idea.
Yeah, it's super transparent.
Perfect. That's the one we're gonna roll it in, guys. I'll do a Google Translator for that first bot while she pulls that up. You guys want to do that real quick?
We'll gonna do a Google Translator or a number
generator? I've got it up when you're ready.
She's got it. She's got her ready. I think let's do one Google random generator for one of the giveaway spots real quick, so we can keep that running, and then we'll share that over. So I'm going to go ahead and share screen over here again so everybody can see. And then chat right now, pick a number 1 through 35 and drop it in the chat starting. Let's go now.
So they got like 60 seconds to do it, or
yeah, I'm
What's
going to
the
give you
Jeopardy
60
music?
seconds, 9:35. You got 30 seconds to do this real quick. Not
Yep.
even 1 through 35. Drop a number inside of there. As soon as it hits, we will.
Yeah, I would say 5 seconds.
What if people
Looks
do-
like we got a
what if
winner.
people
We
do
stopped.
doubles?
No,
you got
we
a screen
a-
share what the number was.
I
You got
got
a screen share.
Who had 26 first? Can somebody pull 26 first over there?
Some people are putting that number twice.
The
This
first
is my screen
26
share.
was Mazakazu
Yep, that's what I found. too.
Tanahashi. Yeah.
Mazakazu, you are the official first one. Where is there 26 over there? Oh, no, that's not the comment, but
There
I
he
got
is.
them over there.
Me.
Perfect.
Mazukazu, if you can drop your Discord username in chat, that's all we need.
That'd be perfect.
Raccoon from
yeah.
the waist down.
That's funny.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yep. So there it is. Mazakazu, congrats on the first whitelist spot. We got 4 more of those to go. And make sure you're over, Timmy, right inside the Discord. And
Actually, you know
we
what? They can put it in the Discord, or better yet, if they want to be more private, just DM me on Twitter, or actually put it in the Discord. Otherwise, everyone can claim to be Mazakazi. I guess it should go in the Discord. Yeah.
Oh, it's
right?
Mazda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or in the YouTube chat. In the YouTube chat. Yeah.
And just go ahead and message him through there. Okay. Well, shout out to you. And we have 4 more of those throughout the stream. Maybe we'll drop those randomly in increments here, maybe 2 to 3 to finish this out. But that
Yep.
works right there. And then we got a sneak preview over here as well. Maybe I can stop breaking my computer screen too. TJ may need to help me out. Bailed me
Yeah,
out
you got
last time.
You got it.
Okay.
I think Kiama's
So
going to share screen now, right?
yes, I'm going to go ahead and bring her share screen coming in. So Kiama, can you give it a little preface to what this is real quick before we put it online?
Yeah, I'm just kind of talk you through the process that we went through in creating Raccoon Syndicate. So I'm going to run through a bit about the character model, a bit about how I created the clothing, and a little bit how it's textured, and yeah.
Perfect.
Okay,
Love it.
perfect. Well,
Yeah.
let's bring this in then, and here we go. Oh, looks amazing.
So this is the raccoon as a full body. Actually, I don't think anyone's seen the full body really. So this will be the first time anyone's seen it. We created it as a full body in case we wanted to do something with the character later, something beyond what we've done with the top up NFTs. If we wanted to maybe put in a game or do anything like that later, we needed the full body. And then so there's a basic lighting setup happening, and then the background shows the hunters. Or farmers, whichever one you want. And the character is completely rigged up so that we're able to pose it into the different poses. So each syndicate has its own unique pose, and then beyond that, it has a common pose, which can be used across all syndicates. So the clothing will, some is unique and some is common. And so obviously the more valuable ones will be the unique ones because they'll have a much smaller percentage in the collection. And this just shows you how it works and how the rig can operate, and how I ended up creating the poses. For the faces, I ended up sculpting them specifically for the expressions. And then beyond that, once we were happy with our character and we were happy with the poses, I went in and started creating the clothing, which is kind of the first step that we went through. And the clothing kind of operates the same way, I mean, real pattern clothing works. So it gets stitched together. It has real world dynamics in the same way that most 3D programs do. And then from there, I layered it up. I stitched it like a pattern would, like a seamstress would, in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Gets
That's
all
pretty
stitched
Cool.
together.
This is so cool to see.
I know.
And then, I mean, it's a 2D pattern on the right-hand side, which is what I'm
Wow.
going to use in the 3D world to texture it. And also it gets laid out as UV. So the only way to really texture is to have a laid out 2D pattern. So this provides it for me, which is the best way to do it. Anyway, once I have the clothing all kind of patterned out and sewed together, you can sim it to give it real world wrinkles and patterns and
I was
that
gonna say the
sort of
wrinkles
thing.
are great.
That looks amazing. Wow.
Seeing how instantly that changed it too, from just like, okay, it looks like a shirt, that's cool, but then you like added that one little detail of like just the wrinkle coming in, and it was like, wow, that whole layer of like texture just brought it to life so much more. That like just seeing it move like that is so cool.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
the
cool.
technology is so far advanced, but then just to build a model and be able to do all that interactive.
Yeah, and
cool.
it's using real gravity, so and it's based on a certain material. So I've applied.
Oh, so there's a whole physics and everything to it. Okay.
There's a physics set up to this, and so it's assuming that the fabric that I'm using is a light cotton, same as what you might use for a t-shirt.
Yeah.
However, if I applied something like silk or applied anything like heavier canvas or anything like that, it would have a very different simulation. The software is fiddly. In terms of like, you can easily run into a lot of issues, and there's catastrophes along the way, but you end up where you want if you know how to get there. And then once you get past that kind of modeling of the clothing stage, I bring it into somewhere where I can texture it, and I prefer to texture in 3D than in 2D. So I bring it into something like this where I can bake all maps that would include anything like ambient occlusion and anything that's subtle shadows, curvature and the wrinkles and anything like that. And then I can use that curvature and the ambient occlusion to bake it into the texture of the clothing, so that you'll see some highlights in the clothing that's actually baked into the texture rather than lighting. It just gives it a little something else. So this is the t-shirt that I created for Timmy for his profile. That's on the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
Wow, dude, that's so cool to see.
So
you can see it's the same pattern. It's the same pattern that came from the other software.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did the whole process usually take you for the very first raccoon, like from start to finish?
The very first raccoon was the
probably the
farmer
hardest, right?
raccoon.
Well, yeah, 'cause you get the base model,
Actually,
right?
The hunter was the hardest, actually. He had a lot of bells and whistles. He had buckles, and he had leather that was intersecting, and he's just very layered up. And once you start layering up, everything becomes a lot more complex. But the more layers you do, the more realistic it looks. So it kind of worked out.
So refreshing to see the behind the scenes of what the artists, the process that you go through to create this. It's so fascinating. I love this.
Yeah. Thank you, Timmy, for inviting Kiama on tonight. It's amazing to see the behind the scenes.
I know, right?
So
You
cool.
know, not that we don't love Timmy as much, obviously. Timmy, we love what you got going on, but it's so cool. You don't see this all the time, right?
No.
So this is really cool. And a shout out to everybody in chat right now. You're wowing everybody over there in chat. So.
Well, a lot of people have asked about the blood and everything, how the blood is created, and really, you paint it on the same way you might paint a painting or anything like that. So you create the material, and then you can put splatters the same way you would in Photoshop or anything like that, if anyone's into art. So I'll just show you a little something with the gold here. So if I were to throw a gold texture material on, you can hand paint it with splatters, with anything. And this is the same way I would create blood. So I would just hand draw it or splatter it on at a certain material, so it has higher reflectivity and it has a little bit of translucency and that sort of thing, same way real blood would. And then skipping through all this, once you bring it all back into the software, and there you can see once I plug in all the textures that come out of it, and it works in the same way like PBR textures work, so it's real world based textures. And then I did a lot of the similar processes with things like the traits. And then this here I brought up because you were talking about the smoke. And this is actually how I created the smoke. It's not a 3D effect. It's actually a 2D image that has opacity. And so it's a kind of a steam pattern. And I've blacked out used an alpha to kind of black it out and then shade it throughout. And so it actually sits on a little rectangle. But once you render it, the rest of it becomes opaque and you can't see any of that.
So this is 2D and 3D combined. So you could call this 5D art if you wanted to be perfectly accurate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Quick math.
I mean, all 3D requires a high level of 2D anyway when it comes to texturing and everything like that. So that's how. And then once it goes to the full render, you can kind of see that, and you can zoom in, and so it gives you like an IPR render, which means that you can just do a quick render and have a quick look at how it's looking. You can get up close and see all the textures before you do your final render, which is where we ended up for the collection, which is the final renders there.
Man, that's so cool to see behind the scenes stuff, and
I
just
love
being like
watching
a gamer and things like that. I've always wondered, like, always wanted to do that when I was younger, and like get into like modeling and 3D like graphic design and stuff like that. But to see somebody, the behind the scenes on what you just did right here, because this could easily be inside of a video game anywhere. And fit perfectly.
Yeah, I've always been in the same. Always been interested in art and my mom and her twin sister, they worked actually for Warner Brothers and did a lot of the 2D art and everything like that. And I watched that growing up, and I was like, I have to do that. I have to do that. But didn't really see 3D as being an option for me until much later on, when I realized that it was actually an avenue that I could pursue and go down. And I'm much more technical based rather than traditionally based in art, so it worked really well for me.
What a recruit and find you found, Timmy.
I know, right? I got super lucky and super grateful, and you know, we're equal, like 50-50 partners and everything on this project, but I think like it should be more for like Kiama. Like this project would be nowhere without her. This is an art first project. Clearly, I mean, the art is what is carrying this project, and so yeah, I'm super fortunate. What else can I say? The world's best raccoon and the world's best partner. I'm so happy that we're working together. Some of you guys will recognize. Do you guys recognize where that mug is from?
The Office. The Office.
Okay, yeah, The Office. Yeah, you got it. Kiama is an amazing Office fan. She knows so much. And shout out to Zach Meinhardt, who's in the chat as well. You brought up his comment. He's one of our community leads and was a moderator as well. These guys know everything about The Office, so a little bit of a throwback there.
Love it.
That's amazing. Well, we got a few people in the chat. I think you're new fans of you, Kiama, for everything that you do.
Is there going to be a white Shroot raccoon in the future?
Oh,
what's it?
Zach's already requested that, so there will
white
absolutely be one.
We get the mustard shirt like when Jim dresses up.
I've actually already started on that.
That's
happening.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
Well, you're the GOAT apparently as well over there. So shout out to you and the artwork. That's one thing, I guess. I don't know if anybody else has the screenshot. I don't know where that is on the website. You guys have some nods and some inspiration to some pop culture like references and shows, right? With some of the raccoons. I don't know if either Timmy or Kiama or I can go back to the website myself and start pulling some of that stuff.
It might be easier if you bring it up, just because I've got a lot of stuff on my machine just to make my stream work.
Hey, I hear you all the time on that, man. So let me pull you back over onto my side, and hopefully this doesn't break everything. But yeah, this is these are some of the stuff, and then also shout out to the website too, where we have this zoom in feature under the gallery where you can like just hover over it, and it really brings up to the forefront. So this is this bat most people would probably recognize from a certain show. Can you guys kind of give some of the inspiration of why some of this stuff shows up inside the collection? Is this just stuff you were fans of?
Yeah, a lot of it is stuff that we're fans of. I think Kiama, if you can add some color there. But I think that this one myself was I was a really big fan of the show, and so I definitely wanted to have this one in. But there's a bunch of other stuff too that Kiama has added kind of out of her own kind of inspiration.
Well, for anyone that's Lucille, right? For anyone that may not be a fan
that's
of
right.
Inspired
by The Walking Dead. Tommy was cautiously avoiding naming it, but Tom just went right in. Yeah.
I was about to say, I don't know what the rules are on that, right?
Yeah.
No, it's all within
it's just a bat with chain. Like who doesn't have a bat with chain? I've got 5 in my closet here.
Little barbed wire on the end, right? Okay.
I actually sleep with one under my pillow every night.
Yeah, right. So this is the actual blood. I know somebody was asking about the blood earlier. So this is some of that blood splatter that you're showcasing on there that you're able to fit. That's so cool now to see the behind the scenes of the texture, and now to see that on some of these models. It's so cool to see where that starts, and I can imagine the work that it takes.
This kind of like most of our clothing is kind of in the Victorian era. This one is maybe a few decades ahead, and I've been watching a lot of the Beaky Blinders lately, and this is a little bit inspired by maybe that show there, the classic outfit, Raccoon Run.
Heavily inspired.
Yeah.
It does have that kind of prohibition look to it. I like it quite a bit.
Bootlegger, right?
Yeah, these are amazing. Like even all of them have that really cool look to them. Are there going to be any crazy off the wall traits that we haven't seen yet, or any special? Are you guys doing any type of like legendary one-of-one type stuff? Or are these all?
We have been talking that. We actually on our Discord opened up a little channel so that we could get the community to give us feedback on what they were hoping to see in the collection. So we're going to leave that open. Yeah, definitely chime in because we're leaving that open, and I've been making them as I go. And so the ones that do get picked and they'll end up in the collection, those people also get a whitelist spot. Yeah. Yep. So if you have any ideas or things that you want to see, just throw it in, and I'll do my best to make it happen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Honestly, I like this so much though. It's so different seeing the older kind of throwback style with then the cartoony raccoon. Like How did that work? Like it's very Sherlock Holmes, like you said,
Yeah.
Victorian, and I'm all about it. How did you kind of settle on that stage, or was that just something again like you're just a fan of and enjoy the creativity of getting to kind of put your own spin on it with the raccoons?
I think we were both looking to do something different and look for something that wasn't strictly modern. We just wanted a change of the beat, and I think Timmy was very into the show at the time, as still is, and so things kept coming back to that, and the style and what you can create in that is not just versatile, but it's very cool to look at. It's very grungy and it's not sleek and clean. It's just got a lot of texture, and it meant that we could really showcase the different syndicates through the clothing that way as well. And so you haven't seen them yet, but when we move up to the next syndicate, it's very different altogether. The clothing is different. It's each tier is very recognizable by its clothing style. I mean, they're all in the Victorian era, but it's just the different levels of class that go up.
Right.
I like this. The milk jug there is actually one of my favorite traits so far. Just I love like the metallic, like the shader work and the reflection of the milk jug. I just thought it was really, really well done. And if you notice the belt, there's a little Easter egg there that Kiama put in. It's got the RS kind of logo there, or initials on the belt. There's a bunch of these kind of things that Kiama has sprinkled in just to make it that much more
even
authentic.
those buttons too, like you have a little detail on that as well, like a design on there, right? Am I seeing that correctly?
Well, because they were very into that at the time.
That's
Cool.
cool.
Everything was very detailed, and so we just wanted to grab a little bit of that and make sure that it came through. And it's been good.
That's an amazing thing. We're coming up on the hour here. I wanted to go ahead and get back to a couple more giveaways. We have 4 left. Let's see if we can run 2 and 2. We'll finish these out over here. I think we'll stick with the 1 through 35, or actually no, let's do 1 through 40 this time, because we have 39 people over in the chat. So we'll get ready to here in a couple seconds. Let me run this thing ready to go. And then I'm going to put this over here for us so somebody can keep an eye at in the chat for us. If you guys want to we have 2 spots we're going to go ahead and do this starting now. 1 through 40, drop a number in the chat currently for a whitelist spot to the Raccoon Syndicate.
40 people, that seems like a good number. The raccoons, they travel in packs. I actually did some research, and a pack of raccoons is technically called a nursery, which I found interesting. Like, regardless of age, they call it a raccoon nursery. Yeah. Wow, look at all those numbers.
I haven't seen it come through yet.
I saw
Not
one.
even one yet.
I
You
saw
saw
one.
one?
I
Grab
saw
one.
one. I see
I saw
one.
one.
Okay. Make sure you grab one on that name or put it in the chat for me, and I'll grab.
And there's the other one there. Yeah.
Going too fast.
They're coming way too quick. We got 2. We're done.
Yeah, we got 2. Yep.
Yeah.
Can somebody pull both of those for me? Sorry, my thing's taking.
So do you want me to just say the names, or maybe?
Yeah,
DJ,
pull the names and I'll pull them through.
Yeah, if you got them, shout them out.
First one was Justin Puckering.
That's right. And
Justin
then the other one
Puckering,
was Yuri Jeffrey.
Okay, Justin and Yuri, we have numbers just so everybody knows that I'm not doing this live, or we did do this live. We ran 7 and 13 over here. Were the 2 winning numbers. So
Recount.
you can see that. But 7 and 13 were our winning numbers. So
Nice.
Justin and Yuri, congrats. Make sure to DM Timmy, right? Do we want to put it through? Yeah, put your Discord name if you don't mind inside the chat here, and or if you don't feel comfortable with that, then go ahead and shoot Timmy a DM direct.
Yep.
Awesome. So those are the last. We have 2 more left to go before we get out of here. And again, we have time constraints for you guys. We're more than happy to continue to keep talking with you guys. We do this, for a little bit. But is there anything else that you guys wanted to showcase off on the project, or any artwork or anything that you guys wanted to get across? What is the timeline for the actual mint itself?
Yeah, actually, so if you scroll down slowly, you'll see the ones scroll into view. Keep going a little bit. There you go. So right here, you see this is our tier 3. These are the farmers and the hunters, and they mint in August. So we're not sure exactly when in August. It could be early August. It could be in the middle. Obviously, with the Vassal hard fork delay, it's something I'm thinking about. So just sometime in August is what we're saying. If you scroll down a tiny bit, you'll see the supply for these. 2,500 farmers on the left, 2,500 hunters on the right. Now, If you scroll down a little bit more, was there a question? Or
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. So these are the tier 2 raccoons, and it's all in like script now. It hasn't been revealed yet, but we're going to be revealing these sometime in July, I think. We'll see. But they'll be revealed before we mint the first mint. And there's going to be 1,500 of the one on the left and 1,500 of the one on the right. So 3,000 in total. And they'll mint in September. Very likely in September, something like 4 to 6 weeks after the first mint. And so depending on when we do the first mint, it'll be about 4 to 6 weeks after that.
Okay.
Now, do those symbols actually translate to something, or are they just very random?
They do. You know what's funny?
I wondered that as well.
Somebody actually found out. Somebody actually DM'd me and said, hey, I retranslated these. They found out how I generated them. And they do actually translate into something, but you'll be disappointed if you see what it is. There's no Easter egg there, but they do translate. Yeah.
That's amazing. So.
And then just a little bit lower, these are the tier 1 raccoons. And these will mint in October.
Okay.
Sometime in probably mid to late October, and 1,000 of each of these. So these are the most rare. And now, as I mentioned, as Kiama mentioned, actually, if you have 3 of the first release in August, you'll get whitelisted to the second release. And if you have 2 of the second release, you'll get whitelisted into the final release. And so you asked Tommy, is it worthwhile to get in early? And it really is, because the second release in the middle only has 3,000 supply. And a lot of that is going to go to the people that have 3 raccoons from the first release. So the second release is going to be hard to get in. We're also just going to be doing whitelist giveaways through YouTube and Twitter for that second release. So it's, we'll see. I'm not even sure if we will be able to do a public mint of the second release. And then the third release will be even more exclusive. So it's really going to pay to kind of hold your way through these 3 months of minting.
Now, for the first release, for the whitelist spots, is it just 1 raccoon per transaction, or is it 3 because you said holding 3 gets you into the next one?
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're giving a bunch of whitelist spots, and each whitelist spot we give away is for 1 raccoon, but you're able to stack them. And so a lot of people have already won 2 whitelist spots. A couple people have won 3. We play a lot of games in our Discord, right? Smash cards, poker. We set up Rumble Royale today, but we do a lot of Twitter giveaways. And so if you win more than 1 whitelist, you'll get 2 raccoons or 3 raccoons. Right now it caps out at 3. So in August, we'll have a bunch of people that are whitelisted for 3 raccoons. And if they hold on to those, they'll automatically get whitelisted into the second.
Awesome. Is there any are you guys doing like any type of token to put into the wall to showcase how many you have? Or is it going to be a certain role to verify how many whitelist spots you have?
We're going to do a whitelist roll. Right now, we're just tracking it separately because I didn't want to leak too early who has whitelist, because I know bots and scammers, they'll just go in and look for that roll and try to pretend to be Timmy or Kiama. And so right now it's tracked kind of offline, but we are going to set up a whitelist roll, but we're not necessarily going to show whitelist 1, 2, or 3 there. The way it's going to work is you're going to, on our website, be able to enter in your stake address, and we'll tell you how many that's whitelisted for. So in case you don't know how many you've won, you'll be able to verify how many you're whitelisted for ahead of sending payment. And then when you actually on the payment day, you'll be able to check that.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome. And then Crawford had a question here too, just to maybe answer this as well. If I have 9 of the first series, do I get 3 whitelists for series 2?
Absolutely. And now if you, and you can do that, you can go for 9. What a lot of people are going to do is try and get 6 of the first series. That'll give them 2 whitelist for series 2, and 2 whitelist of series 2 is all you need for whitelist of series 1.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you can go for 9. Hey, go for 12 or 15 if you'd like, but 6 is probably what a lot of people are going to be going for.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that's very, very unique approach.
Yeah, I love it. Just the whole fact of rewarding the holders is just amazing to me. I like that a lot.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah. That's the first time we've actually revealed a lot of that. Kiama, did I miss anything or anything that you would add?
No, I think you went through it all. I mean, it's taken a while for Timmy's had to go through it several times with me for me to get a complete grasp of it as well.
Right.
But I think you went through it all. But yeah, Timmy's all the brains behind the entire operation of hold to earn, and also the raccoons having 3 and moving on to the next series. So well done.
Yeah.
I like the eyelashes you gave yourself.
Yeah, right. It's a nice touch over there.
Nice little detail.
So,
well, it was coming off too masculine otherwise.
Yes.
No,
and if anyone is sleuthy, there was a comment in the chat a while ago from someone called Nicole, and I saw that comment. It's noted, but we're not ready to reveal anything. But there was an interesting comment from someone called Nicole in the chat. I'll say that much.
Okay. All right. A little bit of alpha. Maybe dig back
Man,
into
you got me having
scroll
trouble.
through. Well, that's
okay.
someone Ada Legend goes, I think these will be hard to accumulate as well. So, and then do you have, I don't know if you can answer anything onto this or even give just what, something along those lines. Art looks expensive. What will the price point range be if you have anything or can share that? And what's the art looks expensive?
Yeah. So we don't actually know. I mean, the ADA has been so volatile lately. We're just going to wait and see. And so we'll probably announce the pricing more towards like the end of July, like maybe not until like 2 weeks before we mint.
Okay.
So we're going to wait just because of the way ADA's been going.
Yeah.
And then as well for like Series 2 and Series 3, we'll give a window for what they will be relative to Series 1, but we'll probably announce those prices like right before they mint as well.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I see some love over here inside of there as well for the female raccoon. Shout out to them. Hamza had a little quick question too. I don't know if this is a thing or if you guys even thought of this. Will the really be mating baby raccoons?
So breeding, right?
Mystery.
Yeah.
Breeding is a common mechanic. We haven't ruled it out. I think one thing that like Kiama and I really like, and one thing Kiama has done with the trait scavenger hunt was bringing in the community to help us generate a list of traits. And I think all of these things, like should we have breeding, should we have other popular things that other projects have done, I think we'll reach out to the community and kind of get their opinion at least.
Awesome. Okay. And we got a few more questions coming through, and I think we'll get to that last 2 whitelist giveaways here in a second. Question for you, Timmy, as well. If you stake at the Timmy pool, do you get a discount?
So the way it works is if you stake 500 ADA at the Tim1 stake pool for 10 epochs, you'll get a whitelist. So not a discount, you'll get a whitelist. But actually the time to do that, because you have to stake for 10 epochs. And so if you haven't started yet, your last chance is going to be like in 4 days, because there won't be 10 epochs until we mint beyond 4 days from now. So go ahead and if you're interested, go ahead and stake 500 ADA to Tim1. That's all you need to do. At the end of the 10 epochs, you can claim a Tim1 NFT. We have a nice kind of animated supporter NFT. And if you have that NFT, 500 or more, if you have that NFT, then when you mint, you'll just be whitelisted for 1 extra raccoon is how we're going to do it. So if you have 2 or 3, you'll get like 3 or 4. If you don't have any whitelist, then you can just use the 1 and pay for the 1 raccoon.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, awesome. I think here, if you guys have any other information that you guys would like to share, otherwise, I think we can get to this last giveaway here. We have 2 more whitelist spots to give out. We've done 3 so far, and this again, these can stack. So if you've already won a whitelist spot, like you said, you can continue to add on to that, which is actually pretty cool because sometimes people get neglected out of that. So I like that mechanic too. That's something a little different.
Yeah.
So let me pull this up for us while we pull this, and I'll give you guys in the stream. Yeah, Timmy, if you guys have anything else you guys wanted to share before we wrap over here, or if anybody in this chat has any last minute questions for you guys.
Well, I feel like Kiama and I have been in the hot seat. I'd love to put the 3 of you in the hot seat for a minute.
Okay.
And I've been wondering, why Freedom 35? What is the origin of the name? I think you might have shared it already. If not, that's okay. I think you said you had. I'd love to learn how you decided on that name.
Well, Tom, I think I would like to kick this one off to you because it all originally started with you. We've told this story many times on side the stream, but this was kind of a joke that I don't know if you guys are familiar with the show Trailer Park Boys. Tom was he can maybe give you a little backstory on this.
Well, it's a Canadian show, and we actually had 2 other podcasters who were on their show once. They gave us a little insight into a little bit more background into it. I guess in Canada, there is a retirement program or plan that's called Freedom 55, and it's about retiring at 55 years old. But on the Trailer Park Boys, because they're in a trailer park and they mostly just get drunk and sell weed on that show, their plan is Freedom 35 to retire when they get to 35 years old. So traditionally that's you're pretty fortunate if you can do that. But when we started getting into crypto originally, it was just so exciting, and they're so volatile, and there's so much opportunity that it was one of the things, like as a joke, like if we were ever going to retire at 35, it would be buying one of these stupid coins that just take off and go to the moon for us. So we've always kind of kept that, you know, where we're continuing on in this, where we'd like to have some of that, I guess, you know, freedom from, you know, not to do nothing, but to not have to do what we maybe don't want to do, and can focus on things like this that really we enjoy. Yeah. You know, turn our passions and what we really get creative and enjoy into our day-to-day job. So,
and the three of us always have been interested in like crypto and investing. We have a bigger group chat with all our other childhood friends. We would always talk crypto, and they would get annoyed with us. So we just started our own little side group chat, and that's how the Freedom 35 came about.
Yeah. Love that.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
I should probably have known that. I'm actually a cat. I live in Canada, and so I'm familiar with the Trailer Park Boys, but not Freedom 55. So I guess I'm a little bit too far from retiring to have looked into that. But yeah, that's an interesting story. But you guys are all in the U.S., I believe. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, we're all down in Florida, down here.
Very cool. And you guys are real life friends? Like you guys have met in person and stuff?
Oh, we've known each other. Me and TJ have known each other since he was 5 years old. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Tom,
these guys DM'd me like a couple weeks ago. They're like, yo, we're trying to do a show here.
We're all just random dudes.
They found me on Fiverr.
Yeah, no, we've all known each other 20 plus years. So it's been, we've all grown up together. So that's why the dynamic and the chemistry works so well, because we can kind of just be honest and like real with each other. Like you said, outside of this, we have multiple group chats. We see each other, you know, as much as we can now with the busy lives we have. So yeah, this is something that, you know, we've been doing we've been friends for a long time.
Very cool. Well, let's get these last two whitelists out so we can help others reach Freedom 35, right? Let's get some raccoons in their wallet.
That's it.
So we got, again, 39 again. I don't know why everybody kind of just tunes right back in for the giveaway. So we will do the 1 through 40 one more time. We have 2 more of these in our private chat here, you guys. You can see the last 2 numbers. If you can shout them out as they come through, guys. We'll give you guys 30 seconds to go through. Drop a number in the chat, 1 through 40 for the final 2 whitelist spots. We'll have 2 winners. We'll see if we can wrap this up. Ooh, I don't know.
You can change your number to whatever you want in Nitro. That's nonsense.
All right.
Oh, really?
I know that.
Timmy, I have to ask, why the cat? Is that your favorite animal?
So I love dogs. I actually love dogs maybe even more than cats. But for me, I just thought cats were cuter. Cats are somehow a little bit smarter. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Well, maybe that's not fair. Geez, you're really putting me on the spot there.
That's fair. I agree with that.
This is a very unprepared answer.
This is very unprepared. I mean, I guess I already leaked my identity as Blue Magic, so maybe that's enough of a hint.
So we got 1.
Well, that's pretty cool.
How about you? Are you a dog or a cat person, or alligator, crocodile down there in Florida?
I like animals. I just I get along better with dogs.
All right.
Yeah.
Guys, you can stop in the chat now. We have our 2 two winners.
I missed the second one, Tommy. Where was it there?
We have so the first winner was Arrow Art with number 24. Was the one that I saw in there, unless somebody can point me out. 24 was the first one that I have here.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yep.
Okay, so we've got Arrow Art. Congrats to you. And the second one, let's if we can pull it up. Is my screen pulling, or am I breaking right now?
The second one was Darren. Darren, I think.
Darren, yeah, that was the second one, number 12.
The 5 winners today were Masa, Justin, Yuri, Arrow Art, and Darren.
Correct.
Congrats.
Yeah. Congrats,
now we just got to get in touch with them somehow. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll find a way.
Timmy, do you guys have a link maybe we can drop inside the chat? Best way to either DM me or go directly to the Discord. I know we have that in the chat here somewhere, your Discord link.
Do you want the Raccoon Syndicate or your...
the Raccoon Syndicate, okay. I assume.
I'll drop that in the chat.
Yep. I think Raccoon Syndicate. What I would say is for those 5 winners, the best thing will be to DM on Twitter at Raccoon Syndicate. So if they could do that as well. And Hamza, for exposing my identity, if you could DM me as well, that'd be really great.
Oh, that's amazing. I don't know if I'm frozen on this camera here. My computer looks like I'm frozen.
That's the right Twitter, Raccoon Syndicate, and DMs are open. Maybe I shouldn't say that because I'm going to get a bunch of spam, but DMs are open, so you should have no problem finding me there. If not,
they're open temporarily for the night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. They'll be closed soon.
Yes.
DJ, is Tommy frozen?
I am.
Yeah,
frozen.
he is.
Nice.
I don't know why. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
You can hear you.
Alright,
Just you're
that's fine.
frozen.
That's fair enough. Well, you guys aren't barely moving for me either. So, oh, there we go.
Maybe there's just too many cats on here. Maybe we should drop. I think you guys are going to continue on like celebrating in the rest of the show. So I want to say, first, thank you so much for having us. It's been really great to meet you guys. I was really nervous coming in, but it was actually like super chill. This is one of the biggest YouTube channels out there. I love everything you guys are doing, and I'm just glad I got through it. And it was great to kind of meet you guys and connect in person. Well, as in person as it gets.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, absolutely. Well, we just really appreciate that. It means a lot. And we consider you, like you said, one of the biggest in the space as well. So it's awesome to see what you guys are doing with the project. And then Kiama, the artwork, like you said, is unreal to see that demo. It's amazing.
Thank you for having us on and showcasing what we've created. So we're very grateful, and congrats on 35.
Thank you. Well, we appreciate you guys being part of the stream and being part of our week right now. And we thank you guys for jumping onto the stream. It's been amazing to talk to you guys, to get to know you a little more. And we look forward to talking to you guys in the the Discord and getting a chance to finally mint on mint day. So we're excited. And if anybody is looking still to get in, if you didn't win one of the 5, we will have some Discord giveaways this week too inside of our Discord. I think we have 10 spots, I want to say, that we'll be doing inside of our giveaway channel there. And on top of that, Timmy, we have the tweet that you have with the 20 whitelist spots. And is that when is that ending?
That's going to end in about 24 hours, I guess 23 hours from now. So 24 hours from when we went live. And so there's 20 there, and then 10 on your Discord, and 5 here for lucky number 35. 35 whitelist we're giving away here.
Perfect. Well, 35 for 35. We really appreciate that as well.
Yeah.
It's always fun to theme that kind of stuff. So again, thank you guys so much for jumping onto the stream. We look forward to talking, and it's been awesome to hang out with you guys tonight.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Back anytime.
Awesome.
Have a great
good night, guys.
Bye now.
Hey guys.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. Well, that was a lot of fun again.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think I enjoyed it even more to see the back end of how everything was created. That was really cool to see.
Dude, that background right there, that was amazing to see that. The fact when they just picked up the shirt and it just like dropped down like that.
The
animation, that was sick.
Yeah, for sure. Well, again, everybody, if you're in the chat right now, this is F35 Live. This is our weekly live stream where we just got a chance to sit down with Raccoon Syndicate, aka Timmy, Cardano Ecosystem News, and the artist Kiama, who is amazing. So we got a nice behind the scenes pick. We thank you guys for all joining us right now. We do these things from 9 to 11 p.m. usually, depending on that. Sometimes we go freedom after dark.
Don't lie to the chat.
It could be as long as we want it, but guys, this is our chance now where we get a chance to deep dive and break into some projects. We have some stuff tonight that's going on. Our episode 35, our golden episode, drops this Friday, 6/24 at 9 a.m. Eastern. So this is going to be our deep dive little section here. So if you guys have any questions, any things you guys want us to look into, and some questions or projects, we're going to go ahead and jump into that now. But TJ, maybe you want to do some share screen because my computer seems to be acting up a little bit, and I don't want to break it. But we kind of have to jump into some stuff tonight. And I don't know if you want to start off with the Mallard because that seems to be a hot topic right now. And I know we can't get into too much of it just because of the challenge. I think the trial's still going on. But I think we wanted to kind of kick right into that to start. Oh, damn, we got some Inception going on right there.
Let me fix something real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Putting TJ onto the live stream pressure spot right there.
No, I did that. I did it last week. I just forgot to make it a separate window.
Yeah, there you go. So thank you guys. Again, everybody in the chat over there. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Where's everybody? Eric, we have Eddie Z, Timmy, or D, Lost, Nicole. Thank you guys. We really, really appreciate everybody hanging out with us.
Mallard Order, yes.
Yeah, let's get into we have some projects we want to hit tonight. There's a few of them. We have the Digital Lowlifes from Art of Joseph. We have the Mallard Order's Trial of Wisdom. We have EquineNFT. And then we have a few other ones that we can get into. The Ape Society has their Diamond Hands trophy come out. There's some stuff coming out with that. We can always talk Yummi. BlockOwls has a mint that's coming up. There's a bunch of different things inside the chat. And then whatever you guys are looking forward to as well.
I was a little surprised, Tommy, on the YouTube, you just have Digital Lowlifes. I figured you'd throw a Raccoon, get on there, kick off the title.
On YouTube? Oh, so yeah. Well, I figured we might go that route, but I decided to tag him up on that. But either way, we can always edit that stuff. So TJ, you have the Trials of Wisdom going on. Are any Mallard Order fans inside the chat right now, or anybody get to experience what is going on inside that Discord this past week with these trials?
Let me actually pull up the trial. I don't know if am I allowed to do that, right? I can do that.
You can pull up the papers, the decoded stuff for that, because that was always something that was really interesting this week. And me and Tom got so lost in this past weekend.
I was trying to freaking do it driving on the highway, talking to you guys on Discord. That was probably the smartest idea.
It was crazy. So Master said, I've been in the Mallard Discord, cannot say anything, which we understand that we're not getting into what the actual trials, any of the answers, any of that stuff, because we don't want to break the oath of secrecy. But we can at least showcase off what that actual trial maybe looked like. I don't know how, because I know some people who are there, TJ, they don't have the stranger role in there. They can't even see any of this, right?
I think they can see it, but they can't participate though.
I don't know if they can even see this, to be honest with you. So this might be giving a little bit of alpha out there. Yeah, roles eligible to participate are the outsiders and everybody else. So.
Right, to participate, but maybe the strangers can see it so they can work towards the outsider. That's how I'm taking it as, because I don't think it was specified that we can't talk about the trial, right?
We can't go into what it is or any of that stuff, because it's still currently ongoing. We can give no hints, no nothing at all. We're not going to talk about any of that, but we wanted to just showcase how kind of unique this project is and why we are really excited for it. TJ, did Tom
also why I spent my entire Saturday doing this?
Yes. Yeah, if you can see these papers
getting
right
anything
here,
done for the show like we were supposed to when I got on.
Yeah, this was very challenging, but what it was is the first trial dropped last week, which I think we talked about on the live, and it was the ducks. Like they had to
showed that off. Yeah, we showed that off. We were showing that off. Either that or we did it in the last episode, because we showed off your guys' ducks.
Yeah, right. It was really cool to see that, right? Like everybody was like making the origami ducks. They were putting them, they're getting really very creative with them and putting them outside, taking pictures, doing all that fun stuff, and that was pretty easy. This week,
lighting them on fire, making them into like bone ducks. They were going fucking crazy. Yes. Where's my cup, guys?
This week got very challenging. They dropped this trial 2 of Wisdom, and then what these trials do, they give you roles. So if you completed the loyalty challenge last week, you were awarded the loyalty role. And then there's 2 more challenges: the challenge of Wisdom, trial of Wisdom, and the trial of Strength. And you need 2 of those 3 roles in order to become whitelisted to mint one of the ducks. And you get the initiate role for doing that.
Well, the loyalty trial was the first one, then there's the Wisdom one, then it's the Strength one.
Yeah, that's where it says trial 2 Wisdom. Yeah. So with this week, this dropped, and they put those papers out there that you see on the screen, and from there you just had to figure out what they give you a little bit of lore on this, and then they were like, go for it. You have to figure this out, and this will take you on a journey. And I know me and Tom and or TJ was, what were you moving or something this weekend?
Yeah, I was hoping. Yeah, family move.
Yeah. So with all that happening right there, TJ was over here, and Tom and me are over there editing. Tom became a ghost over there, psyching me out. I did not see him move away.
He's sitting there.
Is he?
No.
I see his chair just going. With the ghost of Tot over there. No, so we were driving, or TJ's driving. We're over here, and we're like trying to edit for the video. We're trying to like make all these logos for this 35th episode. And
I said initially, like, yo, the trial just started. We got to figure this out.
And then all of a sudden, we just go into decode mode on this and start trying to break it down, figure out what it is, what it means.
All right, boys, had a bathroom break. No, how'd that start? Because for real, me and Tommy, we got to set this up. We got on. We got a little 35 week here. We're happy everyone's joining in with us. But you and me, Tommy, got on because we wanted to work on a couple emojis. I know Shiny had requested we want to do the zip and rip, and we started. We maybe got 8 minutes in. Like I got like one emoji or one like graphic done for you for the show, and then you or TJ sent this over like Wisdom Trials going.
Oh yeah, and all of a sudden our whole Saturday afternoon got tanked because of this challenge right here. But this is part of the reason.
It was like 11:30 to like you were having dinner and we were still working on it.
I wish it was done so we could talk about it more, because we can't talk about it because it's not over yet.
Well, the only fun thing we can say about this is that this is one of the reasons why we're so excited about this project, is that it's doing something different in the space. It's kind of separating itself. You guys are going full steam into like the actual like theme, like the just getting into character for what this Discord is and what these trials are, and they are very like in theme in that Discord. And so for some people that works, for others it doesn't. And it is what it is, right? But it's definitely something that separates itself in this space. It's unique and it stands out, and especially in this market that we're in, where things are very uncertain. This definitely is starting to feel like a project that's building up a lot of hype, a lot of steam, and then the artwork and the sneak peeks. TJ, if you go to sneak peeks, I think we can at least show those. Some of this, they just dropped some new ones actually, I think this morning. Yeah. So some of the artwork on these are very clean. They look very well done. And that was originally what you caught your eye, right, TJ?
Yeah, the artwork for sure.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, like I said, I keep bringing this up. It was Where's brought it to my attention. I just really fell in love with the artwork. Something different.
Well, then who knew that all these little trials and all these different things are really going to be what separated out? And those invitations were the big thing too. Like those were airdropped to everybody inside their wallet. There's 500 of them. And then the secondary sales for those things took off. And I'm not sure where they're at currently. I know the floor for those were floating anywhere from 1,100 up to like 1,400 ADA in between there. And we got a shout out to TJ. I don't know if you heard this, but Tom, did you make a sneaky buy?
You bought one?
I bought one that day. Yeah, when you were.
Yeah,
look at that. Look at that.
TJ told me to. He said financial advice. So
I did. I told you personally. I did. I said that.
He said financial advice. Just go buy one.
Just to you, I said specifically though. It's not for everybody's financial.
Oh no, it was at that time. It was. I mean, if you were listening in on our Discord call on Saturday morning, that's when the advice came. Sorry.
Dude, it's a Tom over here is pulling a sneak buy. So all three of us are now in the invitation holders, which those things, the actual metadata for that changed. If you look in those, there's actual audio in there now saying don't to burn it. There's like a status down there inside the thing that says legitimate. So there's definitely something going on outside of that. And if the main thing for those invitations is that you can at least earn 3 whitelist spots for the ducks to be able to mint. So a lot going on with that project, and it's something that we're excited for. And yeah, like you said, I wish we could talk a little more about the actual trial itself. All I know is that it's very extremely challenging, and it's going to test you. And people who are sharing answers and like buying answers and all kinds of different things that were going on, like just make sure, just like take your time, think about it. They extended the time, like I think Nicole had said that back a little bit earlier, that they extend the trial to give people another chance. It definitely was very challenging, and a lot of people just kind of jumped in and started pacing and doing all these different things. So make sure you take your time, think about it for a little bit, and it's a lot of fun when you start to break it down. We had a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Wurs over there. I know Wurs is like, dude, this is so hard right now. I'm still working on this, and
that was funny.
This is 100% hardest thing me and my wife have ever done. Yeah, me and Tom and TJ. TJ's calling on the thing like, hey guys, like, hi, what's this new challenge? How do we do this? Like, how do we do that? And we're like, I have no idea. We're just trying to figure this stuff out. So it was really cool to see.
We had a thunderstorm going on. It was like the perfect atmosphere to be breaking codes. That shit was dope.
Yeah,
that was so much fun. It was just fun to be a part of that too. You know what I mean, to not come out on the late end of it, to actually like be able to work on it right away. Saturday, that the time they ended up dropping it was just perfect to get so many people involved. Also, just amazing the reading comprehension skills of some of the community, where they like literally would post announcements like, here is not the answer, just doing this is not the correct answer, and hours of people just posting
still doing the same thing.
Just like, guys, and not only missing that part, but missing the part where it says you only get one fucking shot at this. You answer, after that you're locked out. That's it. We accepted your answer, you're wrong, you're not getting another shot. So like, people just spam posting these like bullshit answers. Like, what are you doing?
Dude, that's one thing, is that people
these guys don't have wisdom. There's no wisdom being shown at all.
That's right.
No. Well, the whole thing too with that is that they were giving out 10 invitation letters, which the floor on those are 1,200. So can you imagine if you get one of those and be patient? So there's a next step, I guess, that's going to happen after all this has happened. So it wasn't like a first come first serve kind of thing. So that's definitely interesting to see.
Well, there's definitely they said there was, I think, a second step or something after that, after you do that. I don't know specifically, but
yep. Works goes. Where's over there? Well, you guys, how many you have? I did pick up a second invitation this
I thought you got a third for a moment too there. I thought you got 3.
No, I ended up buying another Yummi actually, but it was a good deal on that. But I did grab a second invitation, so now I have, and I did win a free Mallard duck in there. I won a double giveaway that day. There's 68. So that's that.
I forgot about that, Tommy. You won double in a row while we were working on that.
Yep.
You just happened to win 2 in a row. Just like, oh, cool, I won 65. Nice, not bad. Like, nice little bump here on Saturday. And then it was like, Fuck yeah, I just want a duck. Hell yeah, let's do it.
I was like, yo, we are killing it right now. So that's definitely a project we're looking forward to, and I definitely want to keep an eye on inside the space, Mallard Order, for everybody out there if you're watching. We're
that might
big
have been when
fans
I
of
was
them.
just like, fuck this, I'm buying one. I feel like a loser now.
Yeah, you can't not be inside
TJ's
of
buying ducks. TJ's winning ducks. You guys both won 65.8. I'm sitting over here, nothing in my wallet, no invitation.
it, right?
Just an
Yeah.
outsider.
You got to go for it, man. And that's the cool thing is those daily blessings. If you are an invitation holder, they're doing daily giveaways and stuff inside that thing. And all the profits are just all the stuff is being generated from the secondary royalty sales. So they've got a really up until the mint day for them. So it's a very cool thing that they're doing, and we're excited for the project. That's all we can really say outside of that. Maybe next week you can give me an update, and maybe we have the trial strength that pops up next week. Who knows?
Thanks for
So we're
stopping by,
excited for that.
Justin. We appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate it right now, Justin. Yeah, thank you. Have a great night. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's been awesome. Was Justin one of the ones that won the giveaway? I thought that was,
maybe.
yeah, it could have been.
Sure.
Yeah, the waitlist spot.
That
Guy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's sweet. Thanks for holding my invitation for me. Let me give you my address. Hold up, Eddie Z, dude. I got you, man.
You're giving one away, Tommy? Wow, you're a nice guy, dude.
I know, right? That's definitely something. What else for the giveaways too? If we are doing giveaways inside of our Discord, I think I pinned it earlier in the chat, but I don't know if I can pull another link to the Discord, TJ, or if you have our link.
What was today? Was today's 35.8? What were we doing today?
I'd be curious what the strength trial will be. Like, what if I have to catch a duck? Like, go out and catch a duck, take a picture with it or something.
I hope the strength trial isn't physical and that it could be an epic fail for me.
What I was thinking, like, are they gonna make me like record myself as I smash like cinder blocks over and over again or some shit?
That'd be amazing. Yeah, real quick, if you do have our Discord, I don't know if I can pull it real quick. Our Discord, we are doing, because it is our 35th week up until Friday, we are doing daily giveaways over on our giveaways channel. So making sure to take a look at that. Every day we'll be doing a 35.8 giveaway up until Friday. Until the episode releases, and then we have some fun little NFTs and other things that are in whitelist spots and different things. So just keep an eye out. If you missed out tonight on the Raccoon Syndicate, we do have 10 more of those to give out this week. So just make sure to head over to our Discord this week and come say hi, chat with us. Hope you guys stick around outside.
Eight more after you give me and TJ ours.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna take all those. We're gonna start stacking those up.
Well, no, not eight. Not one for you, Tom. You got.
Okay. Yeah, you got enough stuff. You're fine. You're good.
Yeah, right. I have. This was also Masa said, "Have you guys seen Occult Archives?" We have. I forget if Tom, did you mint one of these, or maybe that was somebody else that I'm thinking of. Occult Archives. I do remember this project. This is something. Isn't this?
No, this was the one I was looking at. I went with
them.
I did not mint one of these. No,
it was Paul Thomas. Maybe it was.
I don't know. Well, a buddy of mine was actually telling us about this in our chat. Triple Ace inside of our Discord was the one talking to us about Occult Archives. And then Masa, didn't you get something from them?
Oh, it's Billy Martin. With Blake did an interview with him that out.
Okay,
that's what it was. Yeah,
got it. Yeah. We did see Occult Archives. I don't know. TJ, you got the Twitter for that one? Occult Archives.
Yep.
Because I can pull it, but you guys may just see me freeze again, and I really don't want to freeze.
Freeze.
Yeah, so they got
just
June 17th. They just dropped, huh?
That's all you got to worry about. Just make sure you're not pulling a stupid face.
Okay. Yeah, right. That's the problem. So this stuff is super cool looking, and I know this is something like I feel like a lot of people
like gargoyles back in the day. You ever see watch the show Gargoyles, especially this?
Oh shoot, I love the gargoyle show. I used to have little action figures and stuff too. Those things.
100%.
They would come alive at night and then turn back into in the day. That shit was my shit. Oh fuck yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so all the good Charlotte people, all Billy Martin, Paul Thomas, you got Joel and them with Clay. I think that whole group has got NFTs everywhere right now, which is really cool to see. It's sold out. Haven't checked. Outside said.
It's pretty cool.
Music and art by one of the guitarists for Good Charlotte. So yeah, that's dope. It's a dope looking. I've definitely seen this. I never ended up actually grabbing it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but it does look really good. And I think I did see your post over there, Masa, on that. Minted 2 today. Oh, so it's sold out.
Yeah, it's sold out.
Damn.
I was just looking on the Twitter. I'm pretty sure it's sold out.
Oh yeah, it does say season 1, the Vampire sold out.
Shit.
Nice. All right. Well, that's another one to keep up to date on. So
let's go. Did you show those off in the showroom? I'd like to see those.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me see.
I remember
Yeah,
Gargo's correct. You're getting old, boys. Yeah, absolutely we are.
Dude, right? Like nowadays, these TV stuff, like if you look back, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that watching as a kid. It's like, dude, that's like 20 some years ago. It's like, what?
Oh yeah, it's
Sorry,
bad.
what?
I may have watched an episode like
Yeah.
recently in the past 6 months. Not gonna lie.
That's also a saying.
Gargoyles?
Too, archives.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure that's where we watched it.
Oh, that's
Nice.
actually sounds pretty dope to me. That was a fantastic show. I was a huge fan of that one. I
Nice,
like that they
okay.
see. I like that we still see like now that we're getting to that age group, we got some buddies having some kids, and then they talk about like the shows they're still watching, like TJ. That some of the classics have stayed alive so strong that they just like endured through the years. And there's, I mean, they're updated. They're much newer and nicer, and got different voices and stuff, different stories, but it's still the same characters. It's cool.
Stood the test of time, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do have one I would like to pull up, TJ. I think if I can try to share my screen, I'll try to mess around with this real quick. Let's see if this works.
Oh, you
without actually breaking this over here, because this is something that we've seen with our profile pics this week. Is the Joseph Mirandas? Have you guys anybody? He posted it in the showroom. TJ,
which ones are those? Joseph Miranda? I don't know those.
You don't know Joseph Miranda?
No.
If you know anybody on Twitter, especially Thor, let me pull this up so we can actually showcase it.
His is the biggest one that, like, I don't know, just the faces are done so well. It was his and then Fettuccine that I recognized.
Yeah,
that's what's stuck in my head.
Thor, yeah, Cardano.
The first ones I saw where I like got my like attention, where I was like, I think I probably saw Fettuccine's first, and then I saw like Thor's like a little bit later. And the first one had stuck in my head so much where I was like, wait, why does Thor have one too? Like, what am I missing here? Like, it wasn't just like a little thing Fettuccine has. Thor has the same thing going on. What the fuck? It's so cool.
Thor is like one of the most like obviously famous things, but we ended up getting one of these each for ourselves as well. Let's see.
That's so pumped to get mine.
I think Thor actually changed his profile pic.
I was so jealous, DJ.
Yeah,
so true. I'm like, I don't win giveaways. There's no way I'm gonna get one of these. I made like those like Bobo versions for us so we could do a thumbnail that one time, and then TJ had his real one. Congrats, man. I guess like that's cool for you.
Yeah, but see, me mean the first one though. I should have done what Tommy did, put on a hat or some glasses or something. I just sent him a straight picture of my face. The glasses and hat thing, that looks so clean.
Well, that's what TJ gets, dude. So if anybody's not aware, Joseph Miranda, he was doing the Digital Lowlife collection on these, and they were drawing people inside the CNFT community. If you held one of the We the People NFTs, eventually, at first, I think you just had to enter the raffle. Eventually, it became you had to own one of his We the People NFTs, and then from there, I think Tom, did you hold even the Angel Baby Hit Squad? Didn't you? Even if you held one of those, you were able to get
I
it,
didn't.
Right?
I didn't realize it. So I was like looking at them. I did want it. I didn't know like if I wanted it bad enough to throw at that time for one of We the People. I think I had missed a couple too that didn't go through. I just had some trouble with the congestion at the time when I was trying to do it. And TJ, you got yours.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, our buddy got one. Our buddy had, we had the Angel Baby Hit Squad. We got our Joseph Miranda airdrop, and he got one, and I was like, damn, dude, you bought a We the People? Like, that's crazy. I've been looking at buying one of those. He's like, no, you can get in with the Angel Baby Hit Squad. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. I swear to God, if I don't win now, I'm so livid. I've had this thing sitting in my wallet for weeks. Like, you're crazy. I could have been in all these. But yeah, got lucky enough where I think it was the first week, I think maybe the second one I won pretty. It's like the last two also that I won with it.
It worked out too so perfect too that all three of us ended up actually getting it because we were able to use this stuff now for these things, and it's just cool to be drawn in as an NFT collection. So I think that was like the big appeal, and a lot of people inside the CNFT community have been drawn in for this project. And we finally have the mint date. We were waiting for all the finally finished up, and these all are going to get separate traits now. But June 25th, so this upcoming, what is that, Saturday for this? Check Twitter DMs.
I'm not
Tommy. I'm reading TJ.
It is Saturday. Yeah, 100% is Saturday.
Okay. Why is TJ telling me to do that right now?
No, yeah. So we had to hold the We the People when I entered the giveaway side. So it wasn't just because we have the YouTube. We had to enter the giveaway too.
Nice, dude. Well,
I just was surprised, and I think that was something they were kind of keeping secret because I mean, obviously the Angel Baby Hit Squad airdrops weren't as original or rare or as the We the People that you put it. It was a different amount of work. There was teardrop as far as the angel babies went. So they had a little bit lower floor. So I think they advertised that part of it. They didn't want people he wanted to keep his floor steady, which it was for his We the People through this too. Very curious to see what other alternate versions he comes up with.
Yeah,
especially like yours, Tommy. Like yours is a little bit more obvious to assume which ones he'll do because changing the color of the glasses for sure. But I'm very interested. I'm excited. To honestly see what these are, just because we're kind of a part of it. It's so cool.
I still stand by what I said, though. I am copy and pasting every single one of my derivative of myself. I don't care.
Right. Well, this is going to open up like a cool thing. So if anybody doesn't know what the hell this is Joseph Miranda's Digital Lowlifes collection. And there's 5,000 of these NFTs. I think there's 1,000 people that ended up getting drawn. Was it 1,000 that got drawn in? And they have 5 different traits, which means that makes up the 5,000 total. Of these, he was doing 20 people at a time, is from what I remember. And again, maybe I'm quoting that down. I mean,
it changed.
I probably should read into it.
Well, the original was going to be a different amount too. He ended up doing a little less than he was originally planning on, which somehow makes sense though too, because I mean the amount of work he's had to put into this to get all these people incorporated and then do the 5 versions. Which he's also been, he's done a good job giving updates and stuff within his Discord to let us know like where things are at with the project and everything. So he's doing it.
And then on top of that too, like everybody who got drawn in became like immortalized in this project. So if you've seen people like even us, here's an example of some of the traits. So on mint day, obviously you have a base version of whatever was drawn in that we've seen on some of our profile pics.
I want to see the base. No, I haven't seen a base of mine. Like mine has all the shit in its face.
True.
It'll be cool to see like the naked version.
See that though? So here you go, or a good example.
I swear to God, if you get a 101, Tommy,
he's gonna get a 101.
I'm selling my TJ. I'm out. I'm ditching the project. Sucking up to the content creators again. Just because Tommy's got more followers than me.
He just posted in the announcements tonight at 3 hours ago now, in the Discord. He's saying that all 5,000 pieces. I'll share a screen.
Yeah, so I think originally it was going to be, he was going to do 2,000 people, 5 of each to a 10,000 project. He's essentially split it in half. 5,000 total mint now. Yeah, that makes sense.
He doesn't think he's doing any more of the 101.
Yeah.
So series is coming out. I believe all those will be in the collection. I can make your face. That's the part that we're like, dude, if we got to get this, because these guys also announced a partnership, which obviously made sense with Trading Tent. So, obviously people want their own NFT of themselves. So they're going to want to trade this stuff around as they mint. I'm sure there's going to be a nice channel inside the Discord for all that. But it made perfect sense to partner with Trading Tent in order to facilitate all the, the people swapping around and getting their own NFTs. I just hope we don't get extorted or anything like that. Yeah, I got your NFT, but it's going to cost you $1,008. And I'm like, bro.
I feel like just because of the shit I'm talking, they're going to going to extort me because I keep saying I'm just going to.
I just can't wait to get one of you guys and then send it off to Coinbase or something. Like in a baseball game when a kid catches the opposing team's home run and then throws it back out in the field. Says "fuck you." I'm just gonna send you guys to Coinbase.
Oh, you're a dick,
dude. Curly Knox goes, Tommy's gonna make or TJ. What if I mentioned you're 1 of 1, dude?
You're gonna give it to me. I'm gonna make you give it to me.
That'd probably be even more frustrating. Not one of you guys being 101, but me being chosen for a 101. And then one of you guys getting it instead and snagging it.
Honestly, I'd prefer that because then I know I get it.
Now we're in an awkward position.
Yeah.
If I get you as a 101, oh, dude, you're not getting it for 35.8. I'm telling you that right now.
No, not at all. Let me go back. Let me take over this screen, TJ.
No.
TJ says he doesn't negotiate with terrorists. We'll see when I actually have his picture in my wallet.
So yeah, we wanted to pull Art of Joseph. If you guys have not followed them yet, make sure to go give Art of Joseph a follow. Has some awesome stuff. Like I said, the We the People collection was drawn in first prior to these Digital Lowlifes. But the Digital Lowlifes are the 5,000 profile pick collection. And they did deal out. He does have a full light paper that is officially out. That I have not personally gone through all of this right now. So this is kind of one of the reasons I kind of wanted to open it up. They do have a lot of stuff going on. And just Joseph Miranda on top, he does a bunch of film photography and digital artwork. Very well done. I love like you said, just the personalization of your own profile pic is such a cool concept. And So it's very interesting. I don't know if I can link this. Let me see if I can put this inside the chat if anybody wants to go ahead and take a look at this.
Well, it's such a cool concept too. Like the project is the community. So they, you know, he made an incentive for holding his earlier stuff to get in to enter the giveaway, and now he's creating this main project as a community.
Yeah,
well, I was going to say, as far as like a marketing point of view too, you got to think. I mean, I know he's doing 5,000 total. He only drew 1,000, but he does have us all, and I don't say us as us three, but like I'm sure everyone he's drawn now, like very interested. Like we're all going to go for it. We want to get a chance to get in ourselves. Like it's very cool to be a part of this. It's fun. It's just something fun.
Yeah, right. We're part of a project,
history,
right?
Part of history, right?
This is a huge thing for the Cardano community.
And the art's
right
great. I do really enjoy the art myself. I love those more dark lines like that. That kind of like it's almost like cell shading. It's not quite. It's not as like they don't go into so much detail with the shading. But I still like it. They're very clean. I love the kind of like sci-fi cyberpunk like.
Well, have you seen Alita Battle Angel? I get that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. It's that cyberpunk like kind of augmentation, Deus Ex kind of look to it. And I really am a big fan of it.
For sure. Well, basically a lot of this stuff, you know, the 5,000 unique traits, or not unique traits, but 5,000 NFTs with all these different unique traits with a personalized profile pics of everybody is a cool, very, very cool concept. And a lot of people, just the fact that you are inside of a collection, it was the first draw to this. How this gets, you know, evolved on now, outside if you did not make it, right? Like what's the incentive to holding one of these things? That's kind of what they're detailing now inside of the actual, you know, the white paper itself. You have I guess I didn't even look at this for the whitelisting, but owning an NFT from the Art of Joseph's first series, We the People, will automatically whitelist you. So if you're looking to get into the project, you can actually pick up one of the We the People on the secondary market. TJ, I don't know if we can pull that on the side while we're talking, where those are at. I remember back in the day, those things were sitting at like a 7, like almost like a 90 floor for one of the We the Peoples. And each We the People.
No, I was looking at them like 86, 90, no problem. Like at one point they were like 107 or something.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting. So each We the People also acts as a coupon, granting you a 5 ADA discount during the pre-sale. And each We the People can be redeemed for 1 mint during the pre-sale as well. There's no limit on how many mints you can redeem during the pre-sale if you own the necessary amount of We the Peoples to redeem.
It's a 90 floor right now.
90 floor for We the People if you want to go grab into this project, which is actually interesting. And you can stack as many of these as you want. Yep. So that's really cool to be able to get in. So if you want more chances, that's your route to go. Currently, there's 5,000 of these, and these are going to be 80 ADA over here. Rarity charts obviously will be posted post mint, and they also have this rep token, which we think we showcased on the thumbnail. Yeah, and each mint will reward the buyer.
Dude, they look 50. Dope too. The token is cool.
Yes, yeah, the token looks dope. You get 50 rep for each one of the mints that you have, and tokens will be airdropped after the sale. So let me pull. They have a metaverse that they have. So do you remember this back in the day when Cardano Thor did the roundtable for New Year's? This image right here. I don't know if you guys remember this.
I don't remember that picture specifically. No, I mean I'm sure like I saw it, but
I remember this back in it was like end of December, right around like New Year's time. But I remember
the roundtable for sure though, because that was huge. Yeah, it was so cool. I was like, damn, he did that right. That's so cool.
I don't know if they showcased it there or what, but it was really cool. You can see like the Equine, you got the Pneumonium Skull, Space Buds, you know, everything. Joseph Miranda, CNFT Claymates, Yummi. Look at that Cardano space. You have, was that Pavia down over there on the left hand side, and even Nami wallet. And I don't know if the pink is a reference to Aeonium Sky or not, but so cool to see this art. And he has this stuff like the VR project. So I've been seeing this inside their Discord, but they basically want to put like I said, the user experience and construct environments and social interactions that can materialize naturally. And they want to basically take this business model that can be invented leveraging blockchain with infinite possibilities of metaverse worlds. So that's kind of where this is going. Maybe these things are going to be your digital avatars. That'd be so weird if somebody had like your own self as an avatar or something inside.
Not as an avatar, but as their PFP.
Right?
Weird, right?
It is going to be crazy.
So if someone takes your face and uses that,
as their PFP.
That is very weird. Yeah,
that's amazing. This is me all reading this.
Imagine if you're just badass though too. That's like it's kind of like I don't know how to handle that. Like it's just kind of like that's a lot of pressure.
Flattered or what?
Man, this is fucking like sick.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
some are very cool, man, dude. Some of those you're showing right there, like that have like the helmets on, and I mean, almost get into like this kind of like Valhalla, like Viking, Thor Ragnarok kind of look, like some of the helmets and like wings and stuff coming off the top. Like they look really crazy, even beyond like the sci-fi level of it.
Oh, dude, they look really, really cool. He's got a lot of stuff planned over here. These events, virtual parties, meetups, hangouts, this Web3 XR thing where they're basically bringing AR and VR functionality to Web3. And it's basically a mix between cross reality, which combines both virtual and augmented reality elements to allow us to blend 3D objects in both the user's virtual and real world environments, and opens the floodgates of endless creative opportunities that synthesize into an incredibly immersive experience. That you'll only find inside the Art of Joseph metaverse. So that's really cool. Even as digital collectibles, as well as advertisements, users and brands will be able to purchase ad space on billboards, flyers, and more to promote their projects, goods, and services and events. So that's actually a really cool concept. So if you live in the VR world, which I don't do anything with that, it might be a cool option for you to go ahead and do that. Let me take a look at some of this stuff. I thought, oh yeah, here's the rep token, Tom. This is what we were talking about here.
Oh yeah, dude. I think the first time we might have actually really like taken a look at it beyond just seeing the posts, was when we were doing the thumbnail, and it definitely caught our attention. It was that good enough where it was like, all right, we've seen a lot of tokens now. Been in the space a little bit long enough. We've seen enough projects starting to drop their tokens.
Yeah,
this one caught our eye though.
Oh, for sure, dude. It looks very, very well done, even the modeling and stuff on that. But basically, this rep token is going to be the utility token for the Art of Joseph metaverse. And building your reputation will be the only way to access certain content in the metaverse as well as the real world. And it's very cool to, I haven't really broken down into what exactly all this is going to get you, but basically building your reps inside for the metaverse will get you exclusive access to a wide range of perks, avatars, items, vehicles, and more. And a rep may be used to play games and acquire certain items in the Art of Joseph metaverse, which include but not limited to weapons, skins, etc. And using this rep to get discounts for the Art of Joseph merch, like high quality prints, hoodies, stickers, all different things, and eventually the events. Joseph's already an established gallery artist that has been showcased in prominent events and private shows, and we'll explore ways for users to be able to purchase tickets to the Art of Joseph events using the rep token, which is really cool. So shout out to
surprising too. I don't know if you were like, were you expecting all this from his project? I just kind of thought it was like
no, not at all.
Thing. Yeah, he's doing a lot. He's going all out. He's doing it correct. So I'm happy to see that.
Yeah,
it just kind of seemed like a cool chance to get a dope profile picture at first, and as the longer I've been in it now, the more I've really kind of enjoyed looking into it. It's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Masa, take it easy, man. I need to head out, get some work done and stream. Appreciate you hanging out and chilling with us. It's always fun. We'll see you guys inside the Discord this week. Take it easy.
What's the weather? Weather in Tokyo today?
Right? Yeah. What even time is it over there right now? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Nice 85. It's warm out there. It's a little rainy and warm. Okay, that's what we're getting. Yeah. I mean, today in Orlando, it was a good feels like of like 104, so it was a fun day.
That's dope, man.
Well, we just love seeing that. It's so cool seeing how how international this whole space is. I'm even seeing Kiama, coming in from Australia.
Dude,
and
psych out
all
too.
the people in the Discord and stuff. It's awesome to see sometimes. I forget it. Sometimes you're in your small own little bubble and you're always just thinking in your own, Eastern Standard Time zone here.
Like, what do you mean it's 11 a.m.? It's freaking 9 p.m. over here.
I know some people are living in the future, like Shiny and them, and Kiama and all them. And Tom, dude, it extends so much further than I ever thought it did for the Joseph Miranda thing. Like I said, he's got a marketplace where you can purchase NFTs, custom avatars, merch, and all this stuff in one place. And you can even leverage permissionless smart contracts to handle transactions, such as listing, buying, and selling, and all that. So.
One of my favorite things, I mean, you already mentioned it, but the fact that he's getting the setup with the trading platform where he's has the heads up, like awareness enough to say people are going to want to trade these. You know what I mean? Like, I've got a strong community with the people that are involved so far in the Discord. People are happy to get what they got. I've only heard good feedback. Just tons of people like, this are fucking sweet. Thank you so much. So he knows, he's playing it well so far, and I'm happy to see that. It's really cool to see all the extra stuff that he's put on top of this too, and has so much more. It seems like planned for the future. I'd assume, just with what they've done so far, the effort they put in, it does not seem like they're gearing up to stop here.
No, absolutely not.
Not at all. We got words over here in the chat. Yeah, we can kind of move through, but shout out to Artist Joseph, Joseph Miranda. I'm really curious. That dropped on a Saturday. And I will be whitelisted. So if you want to go pick up a We the People NFT, and you can go ahead and get into this as well. Maybe mint of us and extort, whatever. Don't do that. But yeah, shout out to that.
DJ doesn't negotiate with terrorists. I'll tell you right now, he's not having it.
I'm not doing it.
Nope. Dude,
he doesn't care if it's 5 he's not buying it from you.
I'll pay that 5 for it.
Did you guys see this? Did you guys get a chance to see this this week?
I'm not buying 5 for TJ. Equine news? What are we talking here?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Equine.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they had a huge update this past week with their town hall, showcasing some more from the actual game itself. I know, dude, all I got to do is go talk to Chronic or, over there, or that NFA space, dude. We can talk Equine all day about how,
that's where I saw it, actually, was when I had them on the night when you guys sent them.
Yeah, well, here's the cool thing about this is the actual renders over there. So they gave you an actual preview, because we've been looking for this, and the UI for this project looks insane right now.
So good.
Like, insane, like for what they're doing. And it's been great because we really haven't had too many updates from them yet, because they would have been like constantly working since the sale over in December. But dude, yeah. Look at this track over here. So they give you a preview of the track. They give you a preview of the upcoming like races, like lobby and things like that. So you can see how many horses, when the start times, prize pool, all that different stuff, entry fees. And then eventually, yeah, they give you a preview of the track, distance, and all that different class and entry fee. It's very, very well done looking.
That's so dope. You can check the prize pools or where you can possibly win. I like that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I'm super excited, but to see this right here, just that game, the graphics right there are very, very well done. It looks
I want to know where you can bet.
Right. Well, that's going to be like, it's got to be done inside of their UI. I don't know. Actually, I have no idea how that works. Right.
Well,
but look at that.
The tabs up there. I don't see like betting or anything, so I'd be curious.
Well, I don't know. That's probably you run into like murky waters with that. I'm sure.
I guarantee there'll be like a Discord, like a betting Discord or whatever. People are gonna do like side bets, stuff like that.
Yeah. So over here too, you can see like you can connect your wallet to this and see like toggle on your race horses. You can name them, do all different things. You can watch a race and just eventually go into and see your stable as well. This is the cool thing for here. So you can actually, I know a lot of people are building out stables and just adding to their equine and they're breeding. They have you can stud fee inside of here. Like the UI for this just looks very, very well done. So it's very cool to see something here. And you can even see the total stats and stuff like that for each one of these horses. I'm super excited for Equine, and you've seen a price surge for them too.
Tommy, do you have any horses? Where's was wondering? I have a horse.
I have a horse, I have a filly, and I have another stud, but that I minted, but
that's not one.
Still hold on to both.
Purchase of yet. I watch, I look, I creep and lurk, but I have not pulled the trigger on one yet.
Oh yeah,
we'll see. I think we're still in a. We'll see. Just with the market where it's at right now, it's a good opportunity. I'm still looking.
I would say last week, but before this drop, they got as low as like mint price again, $250 for the horse.
They've been solid still, even now with this drop. They're still not like out of control.
Oh no. They're what did the price go up to? They went from like 300 a floor to like a 370 or something.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. Like that's still within reason for what you're really looking forward to, as far as like if they can deliver on their project, come out with this game. Like these updates have been extremely encouraging.
They're 380 floor now again.
But still, that's not. I mean, compared to what they were, they're only like 300 though.
No, I know, but like
literally,
like
300 was still very reasonable.
Last week, a week ago today, they were 250.
Tommy, you got your rank 84 or whatever. What's that posted for? Like 50,000?
Well, here, I was pulling it up here. So if this is a great resource for anybody who is in Equine,
you have to do it.
Equine is this website. Yeah, go to nftjam.io. This is an amazing website to go ahead and research any of the pioneer horses here. Here, I'm going to put it in the link right here if anybody wants to go check it out. But yeah, this is a great website to actually check the stats. They break it out so well in here. You can actually check by the stats, the speed, any little thing that's inside. You can open it up, and you can even go down to all the different colorings and markings, genders, all that. So this is a very well done website. And this is where I pretty people go to if you're in the equine community to snipe some different things. Yeah, a word I was showcasing it out because this has been like, this was always, I didn't realize this either when we first got it. I've talked about this a bunch, but the highest total stat horse currently is 191 stat, and these can change over time. Like you're gonna be able to train your horse and eventually allow these things to grow. You know, the more you race your horse, if you choose to do that versus the breeding. So it doesn't necessarily mean the top high rank status horses are always going to be the best. There could be some that get these intrinsic traits and with the training can get ahead of this. But for right now, the craziest thing though, when we were talking, when we were minting this thing is number, I think it's 58 down here. Yeah, no, 58, number 19. This is my horse right here that I minted on mint day on 171, which I got up for sale currently.
Tommy's getting hammered in chat and he's not even paying attention.
I know. Tommy's link is
it's working well for me. I mean, I'm hearing your audio fine. You might be
no, he gets lagging
a little. His video lags, but his audio is fine. So you know what I mean? Pretend like you're listening to the audio podcast, right?
Yeah, pretend that, dude. It's just, you know, me over here. Well, this is why I don't want to screen share all the time because TJ's gonna be my screen share guy.
I want to sell this horse Curly and buy himself a new fucking CPU. That's what he's gonna do.
Dude, it's the CPU. It doesn't make any sense, right?
I don't get it.
The 1080 should be fine. It's either the CPU. I think Backend sold you a busted CPU or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. So this is I don't remember either. But yeah, dude, this website, if you want to check this out, and they really have some cool analytics and tools. It reminds me of like a video game, literally, on how you.
Well, it reminds me of like how it's similar to how like you have to go on Jungle for the Yummi. You know what I mean? Like you just need, or you need to go on the Zesserson house for the old money. Like you just have to. Like they have these. Unfortunately, it's not all within one site for any of these yet. They haven't gotten that far, but you like it's almost necessary if you really need to know. Like if you're really going to try and buy a horse here and want to make sure you're getting the best deal, you need to be on here. It's just like the best spot to do it. It's too convenient. All the stats are right there. Otherwise, you're like going back and forth between 15 tabs, and you know what I mean. It's way too annoying.
Here's Shiny. He goes, "Oh, here's my horse ranked better than yours, Tommy." No, dude. Well, shout out to Shiny. Well, yes, this is just some of the great resource for this to stat like check your horses to really look at the rarity ranks to see if you want to snipe certain colors, do all different things. This is a great website resource for anybody who's trying to get over there. Yeah, I still got them. I hope it's still listed. If not,
that was 171, right?
Yeah, but it's not going to show listed because this is actually a marketplace as well. Over there.
Oh, so it has to be listed on their marketplace. It doesn't redirect the JPG. Got it.
Yep. Yeah. I was wondering what's going on because TJ is now screen sharing. So I was like, what the hell?
I kicked you off. I kicked you off.
Yeah, it's good. We're not rugging anymore. Dude. Yep. We got permissions taken away. Tom's a ghost. Oh, he's back. No, do anybody in the chat, do you guys own Equine over there? Are you guys excited for this project? I think this is something like a long-term play for sure. Could be one of the coolest projects and potentially has a lot of opportunity for you to earn passive income should this game really continue to open up the way that we think it is.
One in the chat if you have one, and 2 in the chat if you don't have one but you're going to buy one soon. 3 if you don't care.
Oh, I love getting roasted on the show. Everybody over here is just killing me. We got Grimy. I'm sorry. No. Over here, he bought his guy from the marking wall.
His meme was hilarious. That was phenomenal.
Yes,
he posted that in the meme channels. That was killing me.
So Eddie Z goes, "Yeah, I want one." But don't they reset after a certain amount of time? Yes, they do. So these are considered the pioneer horses. And these horses have an 18-month life cycle, which is 2 years in their thing. It's because they're already they already started at they're 2 years old, or whatever the hell it is. And I forget whatever it's 18 months you have with these horses before they die. Yeah. And then whenever they die, they turn into like a token, pretty much like a pioneer token to be able to remint and get a new horse. But the stats are completely random when you do that. The good thing is that it always will be a pioneer horse. So at the end of every life cycle, you always have another chance to mint one of these things versus having to buy, off the secondary for a breeded horse that once it hits the life cycle that it dies, I think that's the end of it, and you have to get a new one. So that's the benefit to the pioneer, is that you always have a chance to get one of the really rare ones as well after that drops, and you continually get to move forward with that. So I think that's the benefit to the pioneer horses. And I know for me, at least, you'd like to have a couple of them, because that way you got a few chances once the life cycle goes. And then the big thing with these two are that you can either choose to race or choose to breed. You can't do both. So if you decide to breed your horse, you can't race it anymore. But you can race your horse for a long amount of time and then be like, okay, I'm done racing, I'm going to go breed. You can do that. But once you choose, I think, to breed it, that's the end of that. So there's going to be lots of different opportunities, I think, for people to play around with the gamification of this, which would be pretty cool. And you keep the ghost as an NFT. Yes. Yeah, I believe that's right as well. What did Animax?
You do. Yeah, you have the choice to keep that. Yep.
Yeah, and this is a huge comment. And a shout out to Anaxmander. Dude, I always want to pronounce your name Animaxter or Animander. Animander is always how I want to say it.
I'm not helping you with pronunciations anymore because you threw me on the bus with grimy.
Yo, it's Grimmy, dude.
No, it's grimy. No, it's Grimmy. I don't remember.
TJ.
Shit.
Yeah,
I missed him again.
I just set him up again.
You guys just did it both.
TJ just got roasted right there.
Sorry,
I roasted myself.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to if anyone in this space can be trusted to create a high quality NFT project, it's definitely Fidukin for sure. And that whole team over there is an awesome group of people. I know they got Merrick, they have Zach, they have Fence Maker over there, Deb. They have really good core, strong team, and it's just something that we're excited to get a chance to eventually sit down with these guys, right? Okay, guys jumping out, Lauren. Don't do that, dude.
I'm sorry.
Nah, don't do that. This is also a cool tweet that we got a chance to see last night.
He lives on the first floor, Tommy. It's okay.
All right, well, we don't condone anybody jumping out their own window. Shout out to Fidukin too. I don't know if he ever watches any of this stuff, but if he does, this is such a random tweet that we saw last night from him, and it's just kind of sparked a conversation for us too. Like, yes, we do need to sit down with you guys, and we're trying to set this up. But shout out to Fidukin for shouting us out. That's an amazing, and we're honored.
We tried a few months ago to do it, just we couldn't set up
well, there was no real news they had to announce really at that time either, so it didn't make sense to do anything because there wasn't anything much to talk about outside of the initial release. So I think as time moves forward, I think we'll definitely be able to get this set up. But we of course have to shout out Fidukin, dude. This is the legend inside the space, somebody that I followed prior to even getting us starting this podcast. Kind of followed his wallet a little bit because he was like a big name in the space back then. So for him to do this right now is really cool. Just wanted to shout that out. Shout out to Fidukin. Boom. I'm getting my screen share back off. What were some of the other projects that we had sitting on that list? I know we had Ape Society that we wanted to talk about. There's Yummi. There was BlockOwls minting this upcoming week.
I was right. It is Grimmy.
That's
what I said. It's Grimmy.
Yeah, it is Grimmy. It's been Grimmy. You said grimy.
No, I didn't.
You did. Yeah, you did.
Dude, you're 100%, dude.
All right, roll the tape, boys.
Yeah, get that. Somebody clip that back for TJ.
I'm going for 3 hours sleep, dude. Give me a break.
TJ's over here all 6s and 7s. Dude, the whole reason I said that in the first place is because we looked back in the stream and he was, yeah, what's up, Grimy? And I was like, oh yeah, Grimy, what's up? And it was like, he's like, it's Grimmy, dude. And we're like, oh, okay, gotcha.
Damn it.
What else? We had a couple more projects. I know we're already hitting 11 o'clock right now, which is already our 2 hours. So we're pushing into that Freedom After Dark stage right now.
I think the cabin's Ape Society. Or we're
gonna talk about yeah. Let's talk Ape Society because I definitely want to talk Ape. What do you say?
You always count on Shiny. Thank you, Shiny. Appreciate that.
Roll that beautiful bean footage right there. TG, if you want to pull Ape Society up, they actually just they got some big news coming up here where they have a double farm going live on MinSwap tomorrow at 3 p.m. YouTube. You're a double farm, man. I'm gonna take my exercise. I never go away on the live stream, but you're gonna have to carry this for like 1 minute while I grab a drink because I'm dying of thirst.
I don't see you dying though. You're not dying.
Let's see, TJ. Can you carry the show? Go 3, 2, 1. Be back in 1 minute.
This is one project I don't know much about other than what you said. Talk about it. So yeah, Ape Society. There it is. Actually, I'm not even screen sharing.
We got our frames coming out. We got our
frames coming out.
Yeah. I was the only one out of us three so far, I think, that actually sold my land. I don't know if you guys ever even posted.
Oh, but you had what was
But
it called?
I had some hot land. Yeah,
It wasn't a
I took the
medium.
profits. I took the
It was
yeah. They only got small, medium, large.
well, no, it was called Chateau, Cottage, and something else. You had the medium.
The Chateau was the largest. The estate's in the middle. It's cabin. Or
what
cottage.
did you have?
I had the estate, the middle one. The Chateau's the largest.
Yeah, so that's the biggest one. So you had the middle one. Yeah, the estate.
But I also had I think I had a C rating or something like that.
Did you ever buy back in?
I have not so far. I'm just kind of chilling.
Let's see.
It was at 180 last time I looked. It was not too bad at all. 195. Yeah, so
not financial advice.
I'm just kind of watching it for now. We'll see. I'm so many in. Not to say that it wouldn't be still a smart play. I like the project, and it's good to be diverse. But I'm into so many tokens at the moment.
Yeah.
It's more that I want to make sure that I'm staying up on them. I don't want to get myself too spread out to where I can't stay focused on them enough, and then miss the points when I want to sell certain ones.
It just then
so
you're
that's been a little tough
going on.
Well, yeah, you got to just keep, you know what I mean? You got to keep on top of them because they fluctuate. They're so volatile, some of them. And the slightest news can cause them to either run up or, tank in half. I just don't want to get in too many where I end up like missing some of those moments because I'm like, I can't check them all every single day. I know. And not to say, though, I still think I'm going to be getting a frame here to stake. I plan on staking my Yummi. So I like the idea of it. I think it's cool.
I wonder if Tommy actually got one of the diamond hand holder NFT.
The trophies?
Did you get one of the trophies?
Oh yeah, Tommy held on the whole time.
I diamond handed shit out of that thing.
Yeah, he diamond. He was all about that because when he was talking,
right?
dude, he fucking Chronic would. I mean, imagine what Chronic would have said if he didn't do that.
Chronic would kill me, bro. They got me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, Chronic wasn't having that. No, there's no way Tommy couldn't diamond that throughout it.
I don't think I got the airdrop yet. I think they're airdropping it out this week. Unless I haven't checked my wallet, but
shout out to Where's, man. Look at him getting his.
Some airdrops, dude. Right? Like I really wish, I wish you could have like better alerts, like for your wallet and shit like that.
It's like, yo, you got a new little something. Just
you know what I mean? Like you get like an email alert or something like that, a text or something. Just sometimes there's like, oh, cool. Like, and then especially projects. I know there's sometimes you've been like, you get airdrop 2 or 3 things at once, and you miss it, and then it's like, oh, I saw the first one, and then it's like that was cool, thanks, and then you completely miss like the second part of it.
TJ, go over to MinSwap real quick. I want to see what's the price on this because with the double farm coming out tomorrow, I'm really curious because I know the price has definitely gone up quite a bit even in the last few days for these guys. So this is another one of those DeFi. They've been holding a really strong. Their market cap, I thought it was like 25 million, 23, 25 million, something like that.
What society?
What's the market cap on that right now? Click on it. So it's at 0.09. The other, when I looked at it, originally it was at like 0.05. So it's almost doubled since the last time that I looked at it. And obviously it shot up really, really high in the beginning. But even I got airdropped. I think if you held onto one ape and you held for all 10 epics, it was like 5,500, somewhere around that for one ape at that time.
They have a much smaller overall pool or total volume.
Total ball. Yeah, I got 5,448 society token for holding on for all 10 epics.
Almost a little 2x in the last 4 hours.
Well, that's what I'm saying with that. With the double farming going live, and especially with the staking coming up here, and the frames. So if you own an Ape Society cabin, then you can buy and purchase a frame, and that frame is where you're going to stake your NFT. So even if you don't own an Ape Society NFT, you're going to be able to stake one of the approved project NFTs inside of that frame to stake to earn the society token itself. And obviously, if you own one of the apes, there's multipliers and things like that. And if you own, I think it's the artist class for the Ape Society, you are able to actually get a free frame for that. If you're not, you have to purchase a frame for 750 society token. So that's kind of your way to get in. And what's I don't even know what that is now. What's 750 society right now? 750 society. How much ADA is that worth? 69? Mm-hmm. Nice.
I knew you were gonna say that. Grow up.
What is that? I did. Do you think the price is going to jump though tomorrow because of the liquidity farming? Like, I think you'll definitely. It's always the catalyst events. Like, it's always like buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. Like, I don't know if it's going to increase, or if people are going to dump it a little bit tomorrow. Like, if you were, people were in there in the beginning, you for sure made a decent little return right now. So I'm really curious to see what that's going to do for it.
Would have to.
Where's, Where's, bro? Come on, dude. Nice. That'll never not be funny. It's a good old 16.
Tommy has a Medici.
I do not have a Medici.
I was gonna say.
He wishes he had a
Medici.
Man. Ape
Tommy's got a
Society
Thomas. That's what it is.
Oh, he does have a Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a Thomas.
TJ, I heard TJ when I walked away. This is a quote. We can quote TJ over here. He goes, Ape Society. There it is. That's the alpha I tuned in for.
That's it.
Can we TJ, can you showcase off the actual diamond hands?
Eddie, I think Tommy has a craftsman. So he's got the scum class ape. Yeah, he's got the bottom. If this is monkey in a barrel, so he'd be at the bottom of the barrel.
Well, it's one of those things. I love the project. I'm just not involved with it directly, but other than the cabin.
Well, the cabins are, like you said, the good way. If you didn't want to spend the 1,800, 1,900 ADA, whatever the hell it is, to get an ape, that's your first entry point into the actual project, and then grabbing some society token itself. But this is the Diamond Hands trophy that you were dropped, and this will be able to be displayed inside of your cabin. So if you held for all 10 of those epics, your ape, and did not list it or anything, this is what you received, and we'll be getting airdropped on there. So that's a cool thing to see. We've always shown off the website a few times, like the cabin with the pool table and all that fun stuff. So it'll be cool just for the people who have these. I wonder what these will go for on a secondary. If people are going to value these as high as that diamond hand themselves, or people are going to paper hand these things and let's toss them. How ironic would that be?
It's curious though, because they actually had there was some time that went by that to you to earn that. So I don't know. I mean, personally, I wouldn't sell mine. Literally, like
no, hell no.
Ironic.
Your trophy, you mean?
Yeah.
So
well,
it's gonna be cool too. There's gonna be people that just buy them that don't actually like. I would. This is what actually. I'm glad you brought this up. I'm sorry. I meant to say this. I hope they do something kind of for people that hold them, because the idea is you're gonna have this cabin here. You're gonna have it's not necessarily a 3D metaverse, free roam, open world kind of thing to walk through.
Right now, buddy.
But you can it's going to be more of a click-through picture kind of website interface UI, but it still sounds pretty cool. And I would like to see Tommy, you can sell this, but if you hold it, just some sort of difference. So the people that do sell it and buy them and put them in their cabin, it's kind of seen as the fake version. You know what I mean? This guy's a phony. He didn't actually like Diamond Hands is. He bought this on the second. This guy bought his trophy. You know what I mean? He didn't actually fucking earn the trophy.
He's got to keep it draconian.
It would just be cool to see that to some degree. I'd like to be able to go to Tommy's place and be like, yeah, Tommy got this for real. That was pretty cool.
If it was in the original wallet that it got minted
That's what I mean. Cool. Yeah, just some cool little airdrop they do, or some little change they do for people that sell them and buy them. Then it instantly changes it forever then or something. I was just thinking that because I know I saw people were starting to talk about selling and stuff like that. So,
I mean, obviously people are going to sell them. They want some ADA, whatever it is. They're going to put a value on these things. But it's cool. It's cool to see these guys. My ape looks beautiful. Show it off, please. Where do you got? Boom.
There it is.
What's your name? What family are you in? I think mine is Alfred Thomas. I'm in the Thomas family, obviously, naturally, because I'm a Thomas. Good old craftsman, where we make the world go. Yeah, I don't know. So the craftsmen though are cool in the sense that they are able to craft, the different furniture and things that you'll need to obviously.
I thought you were saying the craftsmen are cool because they can craft. All right, there you go.
There's the alpha you came for. No, the craftsmen are dope because they're going to be able to craft the furniture to furnish all the different things inside the the cabins, the estates, chateaus, all those different things. But those are going to actually be able to sell those for society token as well. So there's a passive income play there for craftsmen who are able to actually build stuff to be able to sell on the secondary market. So that's a cool play for them as well. So I'm not here selling the ape or anything, because the ape can essentially make me more money. Or more ADA, I guess, in that sense, based on that society token. So those are the kind of plays for me, personally, that I'm looking for inside the CNFT space right now, especially in a bear market. How can I increase my ADA stack without having to sell off all my NFTs to do that? And these passive income plays, like you said, like Ape Society and with Yummi and a few other projects.
That's the free ones. Huge.
Yeah,
like that.
anything you get airdrop Clay, like coming up here soon this month, that's going to be an amazing drop too. I saw Block when I was watching his most recent video this week. You know, he was kind of estimating that potentially, you know, depending on the market cap and how much of that stuff's out, that one of those Clay pitches, the 5,000 ADA, could potentially get you up to 400 ADAs worth of Clay, what that could be valued at. So there's a lot of cool plays that happen, especially when these tokens first launch for these projects. So Ape Society is definitely one I'd recommend taking a look at. I think they have an amazing team. Their value is holding strong. They got so many cool opportunities, and they've definitely cemented themselves, I think, as a blue chip NFT over inside the CNFT space. That's for sure.
I'm pissed I didn't have the 8 at the time, but they were such a good deal when they went up to 1,000. They dropped like 300-400. I just wish I had the 8 then to get it.
Yeah, for
That'd
sure.
been a great entry point.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that just shows like how quick it can happen too. Remember, because those things were like floating in between that like floor of like that 300 and then like 600, and then they pulled back and they shot up to like that 1,000, and then from there they just went like crazy. They shot from like that 1,200 all the way up to like almost 2,000.
Yeah,
so it's been crazy to see their evolution inside the CNFT space. And then that's one way to too is always just, you know, either stack up beta right now, dollar cost average in, and then eventually find a price point that works for you, or try to roll some profits back into these bigger blue chip projects that can potentially make you more ADA without having to sell off the NFT itself. It's always a good thing to do that. Don't you have to sell it to a merchant? The NFTs, I don't know if they've detailed out exactly how that works. I thought, in my mind, that if you crafted something, you would have to go ahead and list it onto like some sort of marketplace or something. But if you have to put it to merchants, that'll be an interesting feature too. I'm curious to see how that'll work, Shiny. Eddie Z saying, what has he got going on here? The diamond hand should evolve into a higher rarity the longer it stays in the person's wallet. Even if it was bought, they should be allowed to continue new holding requirements to continue to evolve. I think that would be a dope concept for them as well. What else do we have kind of pushing forward to? We had some upcoming mints this week, dude. There's next week, I guess, is BlockOwls. I know we were looking over.
That's right. What I'm looking for. Yeah. And I know some people think the price just keeps going up on those too.
Yeah. Well, what's the floor?
It's a whitelist only.
Right now?
Let me check. I'm checking right now, actually.
Yeah. Are anybody looking forward to minting BlockOwls? I know it's a whitelist only. I think there's 1,423 maybe of them. And I think the snapshot just 190. Damn. So this even went up.
And the Bonsais too. Bonsais too.
Well, yeah, Bonsais this week, obviously, for CardanoTrees are on the 22nd to the 26th. We talked about those. And BlockOwls too. Those. Did you see the Discord? They have some like sneak previews of those as well.
Where in
like some
BlockOwls?
sneak
For the
previews in
Bonsai?
BlockOwls.
Or Bonsai?
No.
Oh, no. The BlockOwls I was looking at. I was going to say, I didn't see the Bonsai ones. If there's more of those. But the BlockOwls look fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know if they've showcased a full BlockOwl yet. I know we've used half of it for our thing.
Well, just all the I mean, especially too, like the partnerships that they've lined up now and kind of teased on their Twitter. Like even all those, I'm such a big fan of them. All the little owls, I love them so much. I know we use those too, and I think on episode 34.
All right, good.
There they are. Yeah,
there you go.
Oh,
This is the one we used for let's open our modern page. You can't get good quality on this. Am I rugged?
I mean, your audio was rugged for a moment.
I'm even frozen right there on the screen. Well, I don't know why it does that, dude.
You just gotta let it go.
It's fine. It's all good. They just put in a little new animation up too.
No, I'm just, I don't know. I like owls. Owls are dope. Except, have you ever seen an owl? They kind of psych me out. Like they seem so big and like heavy. I was watching where someone picked one up or some shit, and like they're like all feathers, and, like legs. Have you guys seen that?
Well, they look like an alien too. I've seen those.
That's what I mean. Yeah, they're just like all feathers and legs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think owls are dope, and there's creativity, and then the quality of the animation itself.
There's through Discord.
That's all just since the release. So I'm excited for this one, just to have more on my wallet, honestly. And this is another one. This is one of those ones. I know we said it before on the show, but it's one that it's just fun to watch pool PM and watch them come in and mint in real time, because you know, like especially seeing this too, like you know how much they withhold as far as the previews go. So you know it'll be fun to actually see them when they start coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thoughts on Kong?
Good
Do you
question.
think the floor will drop after the mushroom drop, and you then get an influx of new Kongs? That is a good question.
Well, so go. What's the floor on Kongs? Because I know they shot up to like 3,000 and they jumped back down to like 2,200 somewhere, 2,300 somewhere.
2,400 now.
Well, I will say, Shiny, none of us currently are still holding Kongs. But as far as that goes, you know, unless Kong does something different than other projects as far as their, you know, their mushroom drop goes, that's a pattern we've seen throughout the space. You know, it always builds up until that day of drop, and everyone kind of holds until that, and then when they get those rewards, they do start selling off. Usually, you know, whether they need ADA for the next drop, a new project, whatever it may be, but it is something we almost see every single time. No project really can kind of hold their all-time high after some sort of big news kind of does actually take effect, more than when the news drops.
That's true.
Right. I mean, I would say that's almost happened every time, right?
Almost every
we've seen on our side. Yeah.
Well, I think everybody was waiting for that trippy apes. There's the trippy. I know it's magic apes or whatever the hell they're called. I forget the name. Everybody says trippy apes, but I think it's actually magic ape, whatever the fuck they're called. But I think because everybody was anticipating it happening a lot sooner, and then they announced it would happen a little bit later. I think that's when the floor, everything corrected, and then cornucopias dropped, and you know the floor went with it a little bit. But I think more of the supply, which again I'm not versed too well in Kongs at all because I don't own one anymore, and I think that a lot of them are going to be open to the public too, those trippy ones. So you don't necessarily need to buy the ape to get into it. You can actually get a chance at minting one of those. So I'm curious what that'll do for that shit.
Screw you guys, I'm going for that shit.
Oh, 100%. But I do like Kongs. I do think they've held very well throughout this time, and they do feel like one of those projects outside of, like, obviously you got the Ape Society that's, you know, one of those, the different, you know, the monkeys, the apes, whatever inside this space. But I think there's room for both of them because they're completely different styles. And Chill Kongs feels like, you know, they've got some stuff in the works. So I'm curious to see what their next move is because they've got a very passionate community too.
Absolutely.
Oh,
so
100%.
Kongs for sure. I'll try to get a magic Kong after people sell off. Yeah. And I think that same thing too with like, you know, like Clay and stuff this week or this month coming up here is when they do that airdrop. Like if you're looking to get into Clay, like an actual buy an NFT itself, like I feel like that'll be a good entry point too for people once the airdrops all happen, just because most people, you know, are going to probably take some sort of profit at that point, and maybe the floor will drop down a little bit. So not financial advice. It could go the other way. But
yeah, exactly.
Like that's what I'm saying. What Shiny said, like I'm looking at the Kongs too, because that's a project that I haven't been able to get back into. It would be nice to be able to sneak in after people do sell off and get what they've been waiting for. They've been waiting, you know, some people waiting months on these kind of things, so they're just like looking to sell out and take what they can get. Oh man, I want to snipe a Clay right now. The ADA price is low.
I know.
And the market low, and the token coming out, people are gonna flip those. I think coming off of the token drop, I want to snag one real bad.
Sure. I think they will. I think they'll definitely flip those for sure.
Even if it's, you know, a small amount. I mean, either way, I want to be in Clay. I'm not thinking there's gonna be like a 50%. You know, I don't think the floor is gonna floor. Like I don't think it's gonna drop out.
No, I don't think it's gonna tank. But I think it's.
But even just saving 75 ADA, you know, in the grand scheme, like there, where, you know, I do think that there will be some sort of a little bit of regression where I can sneak in and get something that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Especially because some people will get like, they'll be sitting on a little bit better, but maybe just want to sell out. We do have some stuff coming up too.
I think I agree with Nora Shiny's number there, whereas I think it'll go that low for a bit, but I think people will be ready to snipe at that low as well too.
Oh, I'm ready. That's what
so
I'm
I
saying.
think when they go down, the people are going to snipe that immediately.
I will say though, okay, so we're June 20th, so today's technically the first day of summer, I think.
No,
yeah,
first day of summer is
June
not
20th.
today. Are sure?
Is it? So it's the 20th?
I thought it was 24th.
No, I thought maybe it's the
21st.
Yeah, so it's right now.
Okay,
that's 20 minutes from now.
Oh, you know what?
Guys.
Hey, what's the price of Yummi right now? The actual Yummi coin.
I was just saying though, so we're technically at the first day, but you know, we're in Florida. We hit June, we're in summertime. not fucking spring anymore. It has been a little bit quieter on some drops. You know, it's been interesting. I thought we were kind of going to get a little more flood this summer, because for us, this is our first summer in the Cardano NFTs. You know, we weren't here last summer. It was a totally different space. We saw the big fall rush. I thought we might be seeing, not that it's necessarily slow. We got some things minting. A lot of the old projects having some big updates now, finally getting those things developed. I just thought summertime is kind of like, I don't know, the kids are off school. I thought we were going to get all the high school kids doing their copy and paste projects, like 50 things mint in a day kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I the only one? It just seems like it's kind of been a little slow as far as new projects or new ideas coming.
Well, and
We've seen a lot of
wants
cool
to-
new stuff, but it's all new stuff from projects we're in or have been out. Next stage, like second step kind of stuff, not like necessarily new.
The problem is, who wants to launch in a market like this? That's the scariest thing to do.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, for sure.
Like,
But I mean,
that's-
you know, you wouldn't see that. You know, most projects have been developing now for 3-4 months kind of thing. So I know we got the jelly cubes. I know that's got us excited. That is something that is new. And of course, we talked to Timmy tonight. We got the Raccoon Syndicate, which also is new. It's more than just, I like both of those projects. I see the similarities in that they're not just profile pictures. You know what I mean? Both of them know the space and are bringing a lot more than just like a funny little, haha little drawing picture for your profile on Twitter kind of thing. So I do like both of those quite a bit. But otherwise, I don't know. I just saw like the summertime is like being huge and busy. Everyone's off. We're going to be like there's gonna be like 10 things to mint today. We're not gonna know what to do at a certain time. We just haven't quite got those.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got Yummi. Yummi's coming into the chat. It's always that time. I'm gonna attempt to screen share one more time real quick. Let's see what happens. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll defer to TJ. Give it a second here. Boom. Can you guys see this?
I really don't get why it does lag. I can see it. I don't know if they can see it though.
I'm assuming they can see it because I don't know how live I am close to here right now. Let's
Yeah,
go. Oh yeah, they can definitely see it. So today was interesting too, because today, if you did this 3-week, I think the staking period, or not to say, it was a couple days ago actually. The 3 weeks were up and people started to pull some of their Yummies out to restake. The price has actually gone up a little bit since then. So we're at 0.0138 ADA per Yummi right now. TJ showed his wife about 9 months. Damn, coming in hard, dude.
It's funny.
God, you got everybody ripping right now. I'm curious what's going to happen with this price of this Yummi coin, as especially as we get closer to the 5-week staking period and the 7-week staking period being up. What's going to happen when that time frame drops? Is, you know, obviously we know a lot of people are going to be getting a lot of Yummi coming out of that. If they had a bunch, or even if you just had a little staking on this, and if this price is sitting where it's at, I mean, there's some decent little returns people can make. So I'm curious what the sell-off point, you know, for these are going to be, or if it's going to hold strong, what we're going to get out of them. This is something I'm definitely keeping an eye on, though, obviously, because we're big fans of Yummi. So this is something I'll be watching for sure. But what are your guys' thoughts?
I mean, I made this prediction or guess. I think it was on maybe live stream or the podcast. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what the number actually is, because I do think, you know, some people are for sure going to liquidate the Yummi. I mean, I think that's going to happen. I even think maybe even the Yummi floor, the Naru floor, is going to drop a little bit just to sell, because when people initially staked it, they staked day one. They didn't actually get to take advantage of the floor jumping up. Because their Naru was staked. So if they actually wanted to sell their Naru for whatever reason, they could probably want to try to do that as soon as it gets out from staking. So they might try to take the ADA profit if they can by selling at a higher floor price than what it was when they initially started staking.
I think, if anything, like you said, it's a passive income like printer. It feels like in some capacity, right? If you have any of this, you know, you're able to generate some sort of like ADA pair to this and cash it out. And unfortunately, like ADA is not the best price right now, so it's maybe not the best opportunity to cash it out. But if you wanted to gain more ADA, this is a great way to
Cashing the Yummi to ADA is still solid. You don't need to cash the ADA.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm curious what the price will do when it gets closer to those dates, as the staking periods are up. One thing that's cool to announce is that we obviously, you know, we have the final seasonal mint, which is the summer Narus, and those summer Narus come out July 27th. And prior to that as well, you have you know, the staking or the burning of those seasonals. That's
the way, right, Tommy, or TJ and Tommy? What's your date? The 4th?
Mine's the third.
Third.
Yeah, the 3rd. Yeah, so those are the dates to keep an eye on. Yeah, those are dates are definitely to keep an eye on. I think if you're looking for Yummi, keep an eye on like the 3rd, 4th. The reason that's when the 7 weeks staked is up. So a lot of people might be taking profits during that. I don't know. We'll see.
I'd be curious if it was time sensitive or just date sensitive. Like if I put it 4 hours after you did it, do I have to wait the 4 hours after on the 3rd, or is it just when the 3rd hits, everyone can take it out? I'd be curious how that works.
Right. Well, yeah, you got Grimmy over here saying that anyone not in Yummi when those unstaked for the first time, that will be the time to enter. So yeah, I think a lot of people have that mentality, but part of me feels like the other way will happen too, where people might be like, yo, I'm not selling this because I was just able to do this. Like, I'm not getting rid of these at all. So
that's my I was like, why would I get rid of this? I'm just getting free data that as far as I see the project going, unless they disappear into oblivion, like, is only going to go up if they continue to deliver like they have. So like, why would I give this away? Like,
well, some people might want to
golden goose right now.
Some people might want to sell to get a better Naru for the higher allocation of Yummi too. They could be looking at it that way.
Well, for sure over here. And Shiny saying I asked
a few people
and they're holding for the cards in the game.
Over broke. TJ, that's a good point you bring up though, because like, let's say Tommy staked 4 hours before you, like you said in your example, and then Tommy's an asshole and just sells everything off.
That's what I'm saying. Tanks
the price by the time you get yours in. It'll be very curious to see. I mean, this is one of our first real kind of like staking drops like this on this scale, at least for us as a group, us three. We've gotten drip drop rewards and other things before, but this will be interesting to see, getting this volume as well as seeing it at this price, what kind of happens. I'm very excited and nervous, and it's fun. Something new in the space for us.
Right, and obviously we're huge fans of Yummi over here, so I want it to do well, and I just think that what they've been doing lately proves to me that they're they're definitely working in the right direction for everything that they're doing, because obviously the partnerships have been key for these guys, which has been keeping that price the way that it is prior to any of the card packs or anything even happening right now, which is really, really cool to see. They've been doing all the merch and things like this too. Like, TJ, didn't you guys? We picked up some merch, right?
I picked up a plushie for sure. 100% I did.
Yeah, I picked up.
You got a large too, didn't you, TJ?
I did. I got the big one. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it, dude.
I ended up buying both just for the fact that if I wanted to set up a streaming thing, I could set one of those there.
I probably should have
bought off some more. You mean? That's what I'm hearing.
No,
dude, that'll look fucking awesome. You got a nice little corner set up now too. Oh, so that would look fucking sick. I like that a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that as well. And
then, dude, I'm sure you guys are at the same point. Like, I mean, obviously you're gonna be smart. Like, if there's a price point that is viable to sell at as far as the Yummi token is concerned, you're gonna take those profits when you can, and then see the correction and buy back in. But as far as it being necessarily low. I know we're a bit of the Yummi fanboys, but like if it's low in my mind, at least right now, how I see it, it's just like I'm just not selling right now. Like I'm no problem waiting. It'll get to where it needs to be for me. Damn, dude, the plushies look so good.
They did do a great job on these.
I'm a child and laughed at your first sentence, Eddie, because you said I got my Yummi shits to the shirts. I knew what you meant, but I giggled a little bit to myself.
That's always good. Curly, I see your comment here.
Oh yeah,
that's funny because oh man, I'm set.
Yeah. Oh, I love the merch.
I do like it too. I mean, you guys actually have them, but they're quality. Which one of you guys got the white shirt?
I think.
I bought a black shirt.
I have a black shirt.
You guys both have black, because the white, like, I like them. They look so clean, but I would just be like, that would make it through 2 washes for me. I would destroy it. Like, it would just,
the
I don't know, it would have like pit stains
or
something. Like, shirt. I would sweat through that shirt so fast. Those, dude, oh man, those are the desk stands. That's what I really wanted. I almost got one.
I was gonna buy one of those. Yeah,
I had it in my cart, just ready to purchase. I probably still gonna do it.
I know.
I want to do a sneaky style and just show you guys like one day, just like look what I got. Like going right here. It looks so good. They look so good.
Real quick,
they're just so clean. Those stands, I like those so much.
Yeah, they look really good. Real quick to Odin from Happy Hoppers. He's been doing a bunch of these oodon or Odin, however you want to pronounce it. Every time we say something different over there. But he's been doing these edits. That's what we have in the thumbnail right now. This is like for the little burger buddy Naru. But he's been doing these edits every Friday and doing like as like a little mental break. And these are so fun. They did what was it, the coffee ones. They did the ones with the coffee first, and then he's done this last Friday the ones with the burger heads.
I missed the damn
So-
coffee ones.
Yeah, you should have. Maybe you might be able to message him. He might be able to set you up. He was just
Nah,
adding.
like
He had
a
like a little hand and stuff like that. But yeah, it was dope to see these. So the Naru's have gone through such a month. Dude, it's actually really cool for the Summoner skill. They did a cool little tribute to Yummi for this as well. But yeah, this is all the little edits for all the burgers. This was something fun on a Friday that you got a chance to see. I love seeing all the little edits, all the Yummies with the little heads and things like that. Shout out to my little guy down there too. Just a little sneak. What else we got going on? Yeah, for sure, dude. I'm definitely gonna shout it out.
They're shouting your Yummi.
Well, shout out to everybody. Damn, that was really good too.
I think that's the big one.
Dude, did
Have
you
we
see
seen,
this too?
Tommy? The one thing I did want to ask is we haven't seen an overexposed cell yet, have we?
No.
Not one of the big ones, no.
I mean, I can't imagine number 10 will sell. I don't even know what you'd sell that for. Has he changed that price back? He didn't post that, right? Number
I don't
10.
think so.
I know. I think the lowest one was for like 15K last time he looked, but that was like number 8 or something.
Oh,
Did they fix yours,
no,
Tommy?
yeah, they fixed it. None
They
of
did.
those are selling though right now. Like nothing's. It's. I think the one the number.
I mean,
9
obviously, I
one's
know we're in a
supposed to
downturn.
like
I was just very curious, like the enthusiasm or excitement for the project.
No.
They all,
I wanted.
honestly, I think that they have a little bit to kind of come back from right now. You know, I do enjoy the art and stuff, but I know that there was a bit of a downtrend now from the what they call their paper, the black paper,
Yes.
dark paper, and since then, you know, now the people have been enjoying, I think, the 101s, but the excitement has died down a little bit, especially as far as the actual secondary market goes. I think they're going to need some sort of they need something here to kind of, you know, light a fire
Totally
again.
redeem yourself, Lloyd.
Totally
Exactly.
yourself. I wanted to
That's
shout
what
this
I
out.
think.
I want to shout out Curly Knox because he's been asking, he's been talking about it in the chat here, and I did see this earlier. I haven't looked into it, but did you ever find out more about the Cardano Island from Terra Virtua? I only looked at it. I don't know what they got, you know, really going on yet. I did pull it up here. These guys, they've now announced a partnership, and this right here, 102,000 followers over here. Official metaverse partners of Williams Racing. But they
Damn.
announced a partnership with Cardano for Cardano Island, and dropped a cool little video. God, I don't know what this is gonna do. Can you guys see this?
I think I see smoke coming from your computer.
Starting.
Okay. So check this out here. They have this like metaverse. Do you guys remember the Cardano Summit last year?
I do,
Where
yeah.
you could like get that virtual island like thing that was like floating in the sea, and you could watch all the different videos. It was back in like September of last year. You remember
This is like the
hearing
big
about
first
that?
gathering or whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So they had those Cardano NFTs too. That I don't know how these are going to be integrated, but you can even see some of the previews there into this like virtual like metaverse world that they have. This is kind of cool. They just announced this partnership, so I have no idea about this, Curly Knox. I know that I've seen it. So
We'll
I think
definitely
the
have to
floor.
look into that a little bit more for sure.
TJ, can you check the floor for the Cardano Summit NFTs on
No.
OpenSea? I wonder what those
No.
are at.
I don't want to. They're 87.
87. That's pretty good.
They were when that announcement happened. They were like 30s and 40s, and they just shot up.
Yeah. Well, seeing a video like this obviously gets people hyped up too.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly what's going on with this yet, but it's. Like I said, I'm not even on live chat.
I pulled it in the live stream for you.
You know, I guess. And we're gone.
That's funny.
I feel like bear times. Look at those side too. Oh, TJ's got to get going here too as well. We all got to get going here. I feel like bear times are good for art projects. Maybe not seeing it yet, but I still think so. They can be, right? If people are just looking for collections, it's just hard in the NFT game, like to really be able to flip stuff like that. I don't think a lot of people want to invest to flip in this time, but collecting is always a good time to go ahead and pick stuff up, I think, especially in a market like this.
Well, I think even now too is a good time to get in on those projects that you've always wanted to, if you have the ADA, just because everything is significantly cheaper than what it was once, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, dude, I mean, some of the floors have stayed pretty solid. I mean, we've seen, you know, maybe like 150, 200 drop in some floors. When you're talking like 1,400 to 1,200, that's not a significant drop in the floor. It just kind of seems like people trying to, those desperate sellers trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But when you see ADA at, depending on where you got in, if when it was at 112 to now 40, 50 cents, you're getting some projects. A 200 floor drop is nothing when you're getting it 50% off as far as the ADA price goes. Like, I mean, there's some circumstances now where it's almost more worthwhile. Like if I'm going to buy something, if I look at what my average cost is for ADA, to just purchase a new ADA and buy it with just that, as opposed to actually using my like standing ADA, because of how cheap it is on some of these projects. Especially some things like we've talked about, like Kongs and stuff like that. Like these ones that do have these higher floors, like a Kong or a Clay, where, I mean, yeah, the ADA floor is still a decent price, but the price of ADA itself is so significantly lower that it's like, this is kind of a snag right now. Because I mean, it's more just how much do you believe in ADA? Do you think that this downtrend is gonna hold? Do you think there's gonna be problems in the future, or do you just believe that this is just a normal market fluctuation like we've seen in the past? This is a significant one, don't get me wrong, but we have gone through these in the past, and we've seen rises back up in the past, and if you have that kind of belief, like, it's not a big deal to buy in on some of these. Of course, if you have the money too. It's not that
absolutely.
On top of that, I mean, even 50% of a Clay is what, $1,100 right now. It's not exactly like
cheap money.
Yeah, not going out to eat twice a week or something like that. Like that's still it's still real money, but there's deals to be made right now. For sure.
There's huge opportunity, right?
Or who was it? Was TJ? You said you were inspired. Someone was making sneaky little offers now that we got offers. Who was that? Was it Tal Crypto?
No.
I know Shiny. I think Words were playing games with it too. Because we got the offers now. You can send in some sneaks and find some people a little bit desperate that are like, I posted it for this much, but what?
I'll take it. I'll take it. All right.
I love that.
There's definitely opportunity though for, I think, a lot of different people to, either stack and dollar cost average in ADA, because we don't know if this is the bottom. Like it's just go way lower right now. We don't know. So instead, you can either, what I would like to, two plays, is either stack up some ADA on the side right now for those good deals that you're looking to buy into, because obviously if something pops up out of nowhere, if they have the ADA already available, it's awesome. But at the other time of that, like you said, is to invest back into the blue chips for the projects that are going to be here in the long term, like a Clay, like a Yummi, Kong, one of those ones that can survive this time right now. Because a lot of projects, unfortunately, if it does continue to drag out like this, are going to have a tough time. So I think those are kind of the two moves, at least that I'm looking at, is to either hold up, stack ADA on the side for good buys, or invest back into the blue chip projects that I want to be a part of long term, that I think are going to make it. So there's a huge buying opportunity though there at the same time, and this is where that bear market pays off in the bull market.
Hold up.
What did you say that?
No, you said that.
I didn't say hold up. So let's get we're getting close to Freedom After Dark.
I can't believe we had Timmy on so long. I was about to say that. Literally, I'm like, damn, dude.
Everybody always stays longer.
Already. I love that.
Everybody always stays longer. We could do a sneak here too, because I got an extra 35 ADA sitting in the wall right now. Maybe we want to do one last giveaway for everybody still hanging out over here. One little 35 ADA giveaway for our live stream. You guys be down for that?
I wasn't sure how we were gonna plan that out.
I don't know, but we're gonna let's run the random number generator, because it's pissing me off that I can't get that to work. Or we can just pick one, guys. It don't matter to me. However you want to do it.
You could show it screen share so people can see it.
Well, I will, but I got to generate it first.
Well, no, you can generate it as you're doing it. I mean, show it as you're doing the generation.
All right. Well, let's get some numbers then going into the chat here. 1 through 20.
What's up, Timmy?
1 through 20, guys. Start putting some numbers in there. We're going to do a random generator. The first person that hits this number in 20 seconds, we got a 35 ADA giveaway. Damn, 20 viewers just popped back up. So we got some numbers popping into the chat right now. Huh?
They sniffed
out the giveaway. All right, we got some numbers filtering in. I'll give you guys 10 seconds, and then we're going to stop it.
It'd be amazing if Tommy's PC dies now.
All right, guys, this is the ultimate rug.
What's the max number he did?
20.
I don't see it.
All right. Oh, there it goes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And we're gone.
And Tommy rugged. Bye, Tommy. Just kidding.
I don't like that you have admin privileges. It is 8. 8 is our winner. Who had 8? Anybody have 8?
Shiny posted 8, but I don't know. What are we going off of the number?
Whenever they all started, I'm looking in the chat right now. Who hit 8 first? Grimmy.
Grimmy did, yeah.
Grimmy, congrats. You won 35 ADA tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us and being part of this long night.
Dude, he deserves it. There we go, Grimmy. He deserves
Grimmy,
that shit.
shout it out.
TJ and Tommy both called you grimy. That's worth 35 ADA right there.
That's messed up.
He even
What's
made a
going
meme,
on?
literally spelling out Grimmy. Grimmy.
Grimmy.
Grimmy, we'll shoot you a DM over there. We'll get you squared away. Or just shoot one of us or shoot the free. It doesn't matter. We'll message you. Don't worry about it. We'll get you squared away. If you
Tommy's
do,
address, you can find it.
yeah,
I'll
you can
DM
find
you
us.
if you don't have it. Don't worry.
Let me get off the share screen so I don't break the computer. Also, for anybody who is looking for more giveaways, congrats over there, Benga. Also, shout out to Benga, whoever always usually catches us in the morning, like right after these finish. Thank you for joining in live over here. Thanks for Timmy for tuning back in as well. The only thing that's grimy is the dude that's little Tommy that busted comp. I know. Grimy, dude, don't make me go to grimy.
That was a little. I mean, that wasn't grimy. That was greasy. I'm pretty sure Tommy got taken by Rolando.
Damn, this was the wrong.
Seeing how this live stream works, you should have it. You should have a dope ass computer, man. Your thing should be flying right now.
That's what I really don't get it. You spec wise, your computer literally is the best one.
Why?
It has to be the CPU, whatever the hell happened to it the last time.
You must have
even
done
now
something
you're
to it.
even getting a little bit of lag and stuff like that.
Because I got Discord.
We got a lot of giveaways this week though, so we have a couple of sneaks coming in, but I know we're planning some special stuff, so definitely stay tuned for the 35th week, the 7th month, I guess, which is kind of a weird benchmark, but I know we're Freedom 35, so the 35th week just feels special. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
We have a lot of outside of the 35th episode. That's going to be a fun one because we're actually recording that I think tomorrow night. TJ's got like life events and stuff happening. So that's going to be a fun episode. That's going to be mainly for the podcast this week, guys. It's going to be us, just kind of showcasing our journey, like how we got to where we're at right now, just everything that we've kind of been through, experiences, just all the people we've met, what it's been like, and just, kind of that episode for all of our fans out there, for everybody who's been a part of our community all these months, 8 months it's been, which is crazy to think. So this week is for you, though. We want to give back, like Tom said. So every single day, check in. I think it'll update every morning, sometime between like 7 and 8 a.m. Eastern. But all the giveaways, I'm trying to end them by 7 a.m. Eastern over here. So you can actually go ahead and if you enter in, we'll have 35 ADA giveaways each day up until the episode on Friday. And then on top of that, we may have some whitelist spots or, like you said, NFTs, things in there. Right now, we have a Daisuke Season 3 ADA Ninjas, which I don't even know. Did their game go live right now? For the Shards and Nineveh, I thought that was supposed to come today.
The alpha, right? The alpha, yeah.
Yeah. So you got that. There's an NFT for that you could be able to stake to earn the Ninjas token that's currently available, as well as 35 ADA. We will have more whitelist rolls this week coming up for also Block is Hot and Timmy for the Raccoon Syndicate. So keep an eye out for those. We have some NFTs and fun things leading up until Friday. And just stick it out. We have some stuff for the Discord. I know Tom's working on some things too, as far as the edits go. It's going to be a fun time.
They're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So new roles, all kinds of stuff. I think other than that, though, we appreciate everybody hanging out tonight.
Tough time beating Shiny this month for that king roll.
Yeah, the zip and flip. We might have the other roll. What's the other one? The zip and rip over there?
Zip and rip is what I'm saying for Shiny. Yeah, I know he had to take a hit on one. He had to sell out of. So we'll see if anyone can beat that. But I like how we're going to change it up each month. I think that'll be good.
What's up, Bernard from Mallard Order?
Yeah, shout out.
I was going to say, do you Shit, do you guys know who?
Awesome master demo.
Renard said that. He said a master demo. I don't quite recognize that name.
That's Demo Fiends, or I don't know how to
That's what
spell
I
his
figured.
name.
I was gonna say, is that what it
Fiends.
was? I wasn't quite sure if that was who it was. So he was actually the one in the wisdom trial. That's who. That's who caught the mysterious figure outside of the Grandmaster's quarter there in the story in the original post of the lore. Was that
Tom? You giving alpha away, bro? You might get banned.
No, that's right there in the post. It's in the actual post itself. Oh, okay, if you're not an outsider, I don't know what you're doing in the chat. So,
very careful with that news, dude. They'll chop your head off in there.
Okay, well, good luck. Yeah, go ahead and submit your answer as not an outsider without any other information. Good luck with that.
Hey, shout out to Tal. What's up, dude? And thanks for still hanging around. Crowdsource. Guys, crowdsource. Yeah, crowdsource me. Not crowdsource me. Crowdsource me. Just in time, Tal. Fire. I appreciate everybody. Like you said, ban them. Tom, dude. Tom's about to get banned over here.
Tal, we got to get you on one of these live streams one day too.
No, me and Wurs are going. Me and Wurs are going rebel. I know Wurs had some issue in there too, so we're gonna start our own coalition here.
Yeah.
We got Japan. They're bringing PlayStations.
Let me pull this real quick one more time for everybody. Let me break the computer one last time. If you guys are not in our Discord, what are you doing here right now?
Wow. Rude.
You know, what are you doing here? You should come over here because we got some fun stuff here for everybody. Let's go set this up. We got 100 use now. Let's never expire. Boom. Put this over into the chat. Come hang out with us. Join the Discord. We have giveaways happening every single week this week. But yeah, make sure you guys go over there. A little alpha, if you're an OG, you can see that channel. Shout out to you. But yeah, we have 35 ADA giveaways daily over there. We got 29 people entered into that, as well as a Daisuke up this week, up until about 7 more hours now. So if you're looking to get in, there's your chance to do that. But make sure you keep an eye out inside of here and come say hi inside the chat if you guys joined in from the live stream tonight. We just wanted to say thank you guys for everybody joining in.
Absolutely. So
other than that, when OG, Billy Martin sold out. There you go. So everybody, we saw that, or we heard about that earlier. So that's awesome to see projects selling out in this the market that we're in. It's always dope. Guys, it's been officially Freedom After Dark. We're getting close. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat who's hung out with us tonight. Shout out to Timmy. Shout out to Kiama for joining us on the show. Thank you for all the whitelist spots that we're giving away tonight. The more that we have still to come this week. We have more giveaways to keep an eye out inside the chat. Shout out to Grimy. You're winning that 35 ADA. We'll reach out to you as well. And then shout out to everybody who's been hanging out with us this entire time. We really do appreciate you guys. It's always fun to do these live streams, and we're very excited to drop episode 35 this Friday.
A lot of pressure now, dude. I feel nervous about that one.
Nope, we're loading up the pressure here, dude. We don't do anything but pressure.
I'll take a coffee, Shiny.
Yeah, there you go. Kiama's legit for sure. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for everybody tuning in. We'll catch you guys inside the Discord here. Timestamps and all that stuff will hopefully be up sometime tomorrow. And we will go ahead and drop the podcast audio over on the Spotify and Apple Podcasts as soon as we get a chance, hopefully tomorrow. So again, thank you guys. We will catch you guys on Friday for episode 35. This has been another F35 Live.